and gentlemen, former PDC star, David Babyface Platt, heads up Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly JPA jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your card.
What a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece. Nuno, Galunic, Tom Wiley. We're the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start.
3, 2, 1, off we go. Live. Sorry, mate. I actually hit the button a little bit quickly, but we are live, Dosh Adriatic Centre, Friday Night Darts, and here with me, old mate Declan Bailey. Who we got up first, mate?
Yeah.
Will Lawler, Bob Turner. Sorry, mate. I knew. I was just like throwing to you, but look, let's get them on there. They've started, kicked off. Will Lawler with a bang, got the first leg and opened up the second leg with a 140. So we're away, Dart fans, live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre.
Yeah, kicking off strong. Will Lawler is, I suppose, one of the Irishmen we've not seen as much. Quite a few strong Irishmen here at the Sterling Adriatic in the regular cohort. Will Lawler's been playing for a while, but I don't think we've seen quite as much of him. You can see there down the bottom, first to 3 legs. So extending it a little longer past the traditional first to 2 legs. But I think there are, what have we got? We've got 18 players in tonight, and that is split across 4 groups. So some smaller groups, but playing those extra couple of legs, extending the format out a bit to keep it worthwhile for the players turning up. Some very solid names. I suppose the names that rise to the top. Some of the regulars: Dave Platt, Anton Sock on board A, Leon Andre, the beard to be feared. We've seen a bit of in recent weeks. On Group B, Gary Stevens is a pretty solid player. I don't think we've seen a lot of him in the Adriatic Friday nights. He's in Group B. Simon Nurik, Droid, Carpentry on this board, Group C, alongside Bob Turner, Will Lawler, Dylan Walsh. Group D has Carl Caton, Nino Galunic, Tom Wiley, Doug Kickett, and Neil Francis. Some pretty solid names in that field. Will Lawler now for 104 for a second leg on the spin. Only the 2 single 16s. Wanted to find a treble with one of those 2 darts, but didn't make it happen. But Bob's back on 263, and 48 leaves 56. Not a bad visit.
So Will warming up earlier, and he looked hot to trot, and he's certainly looking like he's going to blaze through this one here. Tops will do, doesn't happen. Double 10, and he's outside. Bob turned a long way back on 218, but would love to set it up and put a bit of pressure on right now.
Yeah, exactly. This is one of those ones where even if you don't come back for another shot, you kind of just want to hit a solid score to put you in good stead for the next leg.
I've seen a bit of
treble.
Seen a bit of Bob lately on Friday Night Darts.
Yeah, we have indeed. Ever since that night, the D train from North Queensland, Dwayne Turner, went along. Oh,
Boom.
double 5 for Will. Wasn't as pretty as it could have been at the tail end of that leg, but gets the job done. And playing against the darts to take the 3-0 win.
Oh, it's first to 3.
It is,
and,
it is.
You pointed it out. All the fans all know it. Why doesn't Ben Hunter know what the fuck's going on? Because, don't know, didn't listen. Didn't get the memo.
Yeah, what's your excuse, mate? You're not doing anything else at all.
I am. I'm busy, mate. I'm busy.
Joking, of course. I know how hectic it is, especially in these first couple of minutes, getting everything up online, sharing it around. Bob Turner kicks off with a ton, follows it with a 95. Better opening than what we've seen from him so far, and Will Lawler slowed down a bit. Picks up the treble on that last start. It barely hangs into the board, but a ton it is. Kicks off into the 5. 261 after 9 darts. Not a terrible spot to be in, though. And Will is struggling. He's not spraying them around, but certainly just not having as much luck as he has been earlier with getting him into the treble.
Yeah, well, he got off to a red-hot start, Will Lawler, and wheels have fallen off. He warmed up really well. He looks so dangerous.
Yeah, we know he's certainly got the game, and
here he goes.
Yeah, back on. I was just going to say, it probably wouldn't be too long before he's back finding that form again. Brings him right back into contention of the leg. Not that he was super far out of it, but it's now getting a lot closer than it was. 23 on the board, 224. Bob Turner picks up the treble 19 and leaves himself the ton 44 when he returns.
Oh, it's a good hit.
Pickup. Yeah. And it's not like there's a lot of pressure on him to take out the ton 44, especially with Will not leaving a finish, but just the comfort of being on the finish at this point in the match and in this leg, it's pretty valuable. He splits it in half with the first 2 darts, so 72 now. Perhaps a treble 16, treble 12 if it tickles your fancy. He's thinking about it, making sure to go for. 14s wasn't my pick there, Bob. At least 58. Hey, it's a single double finish. 96 leaves 92 for Will Lawler. Oh, 54 for double 2. There's the Bob Turner tongue poking out.
Oh, boom!
And there's the double. Will Lawler with the darts now for the win, and he comes out firing with a ton 34. Went a bit low on that first 20 and switched down and tied it up very nicely. It's a pretty valuable asset as a player. It's one thing to be able to hit some treble 20s now and then, but when you have an awkward dart that blocks it, that switching to the 19s and 18s is really invaluable. You can ride off the shot as a 26, or you can switch down and hit something just as good as a ton or ton 40, Bob finding the trebles again. Looks a bit frustrated with those darts clattering over into the 5s. Oh, a few more 5s for Bob. And Will, after that great start, has just been chipping away. And look, that's all he really needs to do with the way Bob's scoring at the moment. Bob really needs to find a couple of trebles to bring him back. It's a bit quiet in the comments so far tonight, but Anthony Chuffy Buckley's in the house. Hey, mate, how you going? Big week with Luke taking out the Grand Slam, and I suppose it's all sights on the rounding out the Players Championships and all that before the Worlds.
Mate, what a massive win, Declan. That oh god, I shit you not, stayed up all night. I thought I'll stay up and watch the semi. That was well, it was written down as 9 o'clock our time, but the first semi was at 9 o'clock, so the second one didn't start till 11. And Luke and Gary Anderson never played each other before, and I thought this is one to watch. And wow, the tension was in the air. It mounted game. Well, it was everything you'd hoped it would be, particularly at the end. It was a tough fight, and I thought Gary got the better of him, and then Luke at the end stood up like an absolute boss. Just a champion effort. And I could tell he earned Gary's respect because, there was... Gary threw everything at him. He wanted that win. He didn't lay down one bit. He threw everything at Luke and just couldn't get above him and couldn't dominate him. And Will Lawler now for tops for the win. Boom!
Oh, nice and tidy. Wraps it up with a 20 dart. Hold a throw. Get us kicked off for the night, but as you were saying, it was a fantastic game. It was always going to be a fantastic game. Gary and Luke, and the way that the final went down, I think it's not really much question that Luke's final was the semi-final against Gary, and Lukeman was just, I guess, the last little obstacle in the way, and put him away like little pebble in the road. No disrespect to Lukeman, of course, but just the way that Luke was.
But they can be dangerous games as well. You play your final and the semi-final and take your foot off the gas, and Lukeman's a player that can throw 100 average consistently over that duration, and they're games that can be lost there. He didn't, obviously. He did all the right things there, but the semi-final against Anderson was nervy. I couldn't even sit down. I was standing up watching it, pacing around, and afterwards, so the plan was, after that, I'll go to sleep and I'll watch the replay of the final in the morning. That was the game I really wanted to watch. There's no way I was going to sleep for hours after that. I just couldn't get to sleep. I stayed up all night, 5 o'clock in the morning, the final finished. And well worth the night up because Lukey come through and boom, what a bloody champion. Just stand up under that kind of pressure against, Gary Anderson, who is a hard player to beat. And when Gary threw those three bulls, I was going for 165, I thought, he's got a smile, he's got a spring in his step. And I just had a bad feeling that Gary's like, I got this now, I can hit anything I want. Anything I look at, I can hit it, whether I want to hit it or not. And I thought, gee, Luke could be in real serious trouble here. But nope, the level of concentration on Luke's face throughout that game, Declan, is something that I haven't really seen before. He looks super determined. He's like, I'm not letting this one slip through my fingers. I've got to start actually getting some runs, more not getting some runs, get some more runs on the board. Because these are his plan. He told me he wants to win every single title there is. Yeah. And this is one. It's a big one. And to get that one under his belt. And people are going, oh, yeah, what major titles, blah, 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 all this bullshit going on. No, there's no shortage of people willing to bag him out, is there?
No, exactly right. It's, I guess that's one of those things, right? Everybody's supportive of you until you're getting towards the top, and then, you don't deserve to be there. You're this, you're that. Why should you be successful and not me, or why not somebody else? It happens all the time with everyone. I guess Luke cops it a lot more because he's just a young fella going about his business, doing what he loves.
And the other thing is because he's rating so highly that every Muppet thinks, well, all I've got to do is make some sort of comment about Luke Littler and I'm famous on the internet. You know what I mean? I'm going to get a whole bunch of comments and validate my existence and blah, 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 whatever. I think it's a big part of it.
Yeah.
And so they just talk shit. They don't care if they're getting negative attention as long as they're getting attention.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that's just the way the internet has gone, right? It's negativity's, more popular than positivity, really, because the mainstream, everybody else is trying to be positive, you stand out a little bit and be negative, and it's rough, but no, Luke's got a good head on his shoulders and a good team around him that I don't think that shit really bothers him at all. So, is what it is.
Yeah, well, he has handled it extremely well. Not only that, like the personality on stage is his personality. He's not like trying to fake some kind of fake superstar personality to make people like him. He's being himself, which makes it easy.
Yeah.
And he said, Paul Nicholson's probably a great example. Love him as a commentator, but he just made a bit of a dick of himself as a player.
Yeah.
He tried to, I'm the asset, tried to do this, like I'm so cool, too cool for school thing. He's a nice guy, great commentator, but why didn't he just be himself when he played darts? You know what I mean? Tried to fabricate an image to try and get some, generate something, I suppose. And not that that's not necessarily a bad thing. Peter Wright's sort of like done the snake bite thing and it's all worked for him, but he's still himself. And I think that's...
But I think there's a big difference between someone who's a natural character and someone who's a forced character. You've got the Floyd Mayweathers, Conor McGregor's. They're a natural character. It comes out and people can see that that's the way things are and it's not forced, right? Someone like Paul or, there's a bunch of other examples, but you put on the forced act and it's so hard to really play it off as though it's not forced and people aren't stupid, right?
Yeah.
So you can, when people crumble under it or whatever else, like, Paul, he was a solid player, but I think there's a few times amongst the act that he really crumbled in those pressure moments. And I think those are the parts that make him look like a bit of a knob, right? Like if he had to just won everything, sure, you can.
You know what? Until he started commentating, I didn't rate the guy at all. Love his commentary on the motors. He's done a really good job, and he's a great commentator, and he's insightful, knows the game inside out, knows the players, and articulate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, probably one of my favourite commentators, in fact, and Glenn Durrant, another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duzzer. He was certainly a great player. Obviously, had that. He had his time in the Premier League and things like that, and obviously he fizzled out a bit and wasn't playing the darts he wanted to or should have been playing, and sort of had the sense of self to really turn around and say, well, look, it's not working, but go jump in the comms box. He knows a hell of a lot about darts, and might not be as high energy or amped up as some others, perhaps like Ben, but no, he knows his stuff and he really brings that element into the commentary box. It's great. Dylan on 240, bangs in at treble 20, but over into the fives as Droid. Oh, and a dart on the floor for Dylan. Droid up for 72 now. An 8. Shouldn't go the 14 ball. Yeah, stays. Oh, treble 8s to tops. Oh, and a 5. That's an unfortunate miss, but got a little bit of breathing room. He will have 3 darts at it when he returns. Dylan just wants to try and put some pressure on it. 57 will help. Single 18 to leave 80. No, bangs in a treble 20 and leaves 38.
It's a 1 dart finish, but Droid Carpentry takes it out.
Very tidy indeed. Whole bunch of Facebook comments coming up after I said it was a bit quiet. Jordan Lacey, Rodney McNamara, Poppers Marcos, Cherry Morris Moronga, JK, John Kiley, Nick Jarvis, and Nady 180 Simpson. Nick Jarvis says Wining had a good week this week. Yeah, Brando Wining headed over to the UK. I think it was last week. We were chatting to him as they were getting ready to fly over. And he's over there for the Lakeside, of course. He's in the second round as one of the seeds and popped down to Portsmouth to Simon's stomping ground and took out the local weekly comp. Beat Simon in the semi-final and who was in the final? Terry Jenkins?
Oh, wow. So I heard the week before he played Simon and lost in the final. So he played Simon and won in the final the following week.
Semi-final, yeah. And then...
yeah, right.
It was the name escapes me. I don't know if it was Terry Jenkins, but it was one of those, sort of not older players, but 10 years ago, sort of top dog players, and still around playing good darts. Yeah, I forget who it was, but yeah, certainly a good little start to his campaign. I think it's is it next week Lakeside kicks off? And
I believe it is. And so
Yeah.
that would make Simon v Brando at Portsmouth 2 apiece, I believe. Wins, losses against each other. They played each other a couple of times. I know Brando's lost the final to Simon in the final and won a final against Simon, and now won a semi-final. I will have to check with to be sure, but I think it's 2 apiece. Win-loss against those two in that competition. Not all in the final, of course. Well, not in all the grand final, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Dylan on 130 sprays it into the 5s.
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's certainly worse places and worse things to be doing with your time in preparation for a Lakeside World Championship.
And Alexander Jones confirms it was definitely Andy Jenkin in the final.
Yep. Thanks, JK, for trying to correct me, but also getting it wrong. I appreciate it. And thanks, Alex. So 76, not going to go for Dylan Walsh. So that 26 scored, leaves 50. Droid for 115. This would be quite nice. 19, 60 for 36. Droid,
Right.
54 can't leave you a double. Anyway, he's left 58. Dylan for 50, though. 18,
32.
double 16.
Inside,
Double
double 8.
8.
Boom.
There you go, one apiece. Legs going with the throw so far. Droid opening up solidly with a ton. Dylan just a little bit off the mark. But of course, with the slightly extended format to best of 5 this week, there's a little bit of breathing room when you're against the darts. Well, at least for now. Kevin Dunn says JK's on his 3rd bottle of wine. Doesn't sound like JK at all.
No, he wouldn't. He'd just have cracked number 2.
Yeah.
Would have cooked dinner for his lovely wife, Alison. Sipped through a bottle of wine or almost. Finished the tail end of it while he ate. Sat down for the darts with bottle number 2. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right.
I was gonna say, how often are you checking that camera you got installed in his house?
I've actually never been to his house, believe it or not.
Yeah, wow, righto. I know he's been to yours a few times.
Yeah, or he comes over probably once a week.
Yeah, righto. You're just the bad mate, Ben. No.
He's still on number 1, he reckons. G'day to Ian Dargan from ADC Oceania. Just jumped in to have a look.
Hey, Dogs, good to see you, mate. Dylan up for 224, Droid back on 234. So obviously that first visit from Dylan, not the strongest start, but the big 135 and 97 following that, with Droid kind of slipping off the accelerator a little bit. If he can find another 20 or switch to 14 17s perhaps. Yeah, 17s was the shot. And leaves himself 133 with Droid back 100 points behind, despite having had the darts. Good position for Dylan to be in. And it'll probably be going through Droid's mind, the fact that he took that first leg with the darts and is looking on course to lose the next 2 and have to break and then hold to win the match. Yeah, mention. Oh, I'll wait for the leg to be won before I start another tangent.
42-32, 14, 20 for tops. 20's good. Tops will do. Oh.
I mean, worse. Worst times for a dart to bounce out of the board. That was, well away.
Oh, this is good.
Double.
76 on the board.
Ooh.
Does not go.
Dylan up first for tops. Ooh, a little below. Double 10. Ooh, double 5. Ooh, I mean, better than leaving 5, but the double 5 would have been nicer with Droid coming up now for tops. Double 10. Double 5. Ooh. Dylan now with another 3 clear darts at tops.
JK's not happy with Dylan's shirt.
Double 10.
It's a soccer thing.
Yeah.
They're going to argue it's a football thing. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a soccer thing. Boom.
There we go.
G'day, Blake Hatchett. A name and a face we've not seen at Sterling Adriatic for a fair while. He has been up there, hasn't he? Did Blake
I
go up and have a crack?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
No, Bailey's been up and had a crack a few times. I don't think Blake has.
Yeah.
Not sure. Corey Collins has. I just
Yeah.
thought Blake might have gone up with Corey, but no, probably not.
Oh, big start from Dylan.
And on throw, first to 3, he's got Droid under the pump. Droid looked like he was just going to be all over him.
Yeah. And I guess that's the beauty about having this, that slightly extended format to best of 5. Oh, Dylan, whoa. Technically, in terms of scoring darts that stayed in the board, he's on the perfect leg.
I'm hearing you.
Not anymore. Oh, but this is good. 104 after 9 darts. And Droid just plugging away. Solid ton. He's 200 points behind, and Dylan is not missing those trebles. Oh, that's awkward. The 5 means he can't take it out on this visit. 44 leaves. 60 when he returns. Droid needs a big one. $60 now for Dylan. He's going to have at least 6 darts at it. Doesn't want to think like that. Wants to take it out as quick as he can so he doesn't fall into the trap of complacency. 20 for tops. Awkward lie. And clatters over into the 5. Still not a terrible combination, the 35, but not quite as nice as what the 20 for tops was. Droid down to a finish. 3 for double 16. Steps over. Ooh. Droid Carmody. Big opportunity. Bull. No, of course not. But 5 means he won't take it out. There's one outable. But double 16 now for Dylan. Once again. Getting closer. Oh, God. Droid. Treble 5. Treble 15 for tops. Doesn't go. How many more chances do you want, Dylan?
Sucks in the big ones. Boom. I think that's in. No, it's not.
What? Oh, my God.
Droid to level up. 52. I think he's going to go 12 tops. No, he goes 20 for 32.
20 for 32.
Boom! In the hole. She's all tied up.
Wow. 8 missed darts at double 16, following on from the 2 missed darts at tops from Dylan Walsh. Not enough. And despite the 200-point advantage at the 9-dart mark in that leg, Droid Carpentry has sent us into a last leg decider. Only opens up with a 45, but Dylan Walsh has to start off steady here, especially being against the darts. You know, he can't let that string of missed doubles dishearten him. He's got to continue on that scoring form that we saw in the last leg. 3 straight ones. Might not be enough. Although Droid only does the same.
Well, this looks good.
Big ton 40.
So for us uneducated JK in the comments, what is that shirt?
Liverpool, isn't it?
Anthony Lou says, let's go Simon Nurik. He'll be up tonight at some stage. Papa Marcos, crazy game sometimes. G'day Kevin Park, Dave Knox, Harley Smith, Caitlin Butler, Lorraine Matby, Anthony Lou, Ronald Nakata, Alex Harry, Dylan Atkins Tomlinson, Roderick Hughes. Roddy is in the comments. G'day Roddy. Not playing tonight, I believe.
Yeah, it's a shame. He's been a bit of a superstar in the last couple of weeks. Become one of our favourites, I have to say. Got the whole shebang to make a good... unlucky Dylan. 60 on the floor, but gets that last one in there to leave tops. 96 now for Droid. I'll continue complimenting Roddy shortly. Oh, a single one, 95 with 2 in hand. Goes to 19s, but well away from the treble. So tops now for Dylan.
For the win.
Certainly needs to do better than he did last leg with it.
Boom.
And there we go. First start, straight in. Certainly made it messier than what he needed to in that match, but gets there in the end.
Well, from the outset, I thought Droid was all over and thought he was going to absolutely belt him. He just looked like the gun player in the first leg there and looked like Droid was definitely struggling. But look, he come back. Droid gave him chances, opportunities in the second leg, and he made the most of those, and he's up there. Hey, why don't we have a look at what's going on? We're probably far enough through that we can run through the groups. Probably help if I could find them on my end, but all right, let's go.
All good. Cool. So Group A there, you can see Damien Stack and Dave Platt leading the pack after the first round of games with Brad Fletcher and Anton Sock, the 2 losers so far. Group B, Gary Stevens and Blake Brock, having been the only game played so far. Gary sitting at top of the table. Leon Andrew, John Donnelly.
Good to see Steve-O back, top player. Yeah. And, haven't seen him on Friday nights for a while, but, yeah, good to have him back. Yeah.
I remember meeting him at the Sterling Adriatic for the ADC back in June, and, yeah, certainly made a good impression then, and good to see him there. Group C is our streaming group for the night. Will Lawler, Dylan Walsh, the 2 winners so far, with Droid Carpentry and Bob Turner, the 2 losers. Simon Nurik yet to play. So Anthony Lou, not too long now. And Group D, Carl Caton, Tom Wiley, the 2 winners. Neil Francis, Doug Kickett, the 2 losers. Nino Galunic yet to play. So 2 groups of 4, 2 groups of 5. So, Group C and D might play for a little longer tonight, but that just means more games on the stream for us.
Absolutely. G'day to Brent Kenny from Aussie Dart Supplies Online. Just jumped in to say g'day. And
Awesome
don't
to have you
forget,
along, Brent.
yeah, you don't have to be West Australian. You can be from anywhere and just jump on AussieDartSuppliesOnline.com.au. Check them out. Buy your dart supplies from there. It's a great site, really easy to navigate. Got everything there, and their post is rapid. Like, even if you're in the East Coast, you're probably going to get it quicker out of these guys than you are from someone local. So, and if you're in the West Coast, it's a no-brainer. He's our mate. He's one of us. Get on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure who we've got up next on our streaming board. Just having a look. Oh, looks like Simon is warming up. So,
Oh, yeah. Oh, Brando Wining, the Python in the house. Mate, we were talking about you for a few minutes before. You missed it. But, congrats on the win at Portsmouth the other night, mate. Yeah, certainly kicking off strong, the campaign over there. And, yeah, keen to see Lakeside begin next week, and yeah, keen to see you get up on stage. Of course, alongside the other other 6 Aussies, other 5 blokes, and Amanda Locke, of course, in the ladies' comp. Good, good little showing from the Aussies, and yeah, keen to see how it goes.
yeah, hell yeah. A few Australians have headed over to the mother country.
Yeah,
And a
Danny
few more to
Porter
go.
is the number 1 WDF seed. We got Mick Kasser and Peter Machin, as well as Brandon in the seeds list in the Aussie contingent, and Kai Smith and who have I missed? Damn it, who have I missed? Howard Jones.
Oh, Howard
Howard
Jones, of
Jones.
course, West Australian. Yes, went over.
They're the 2 winners of the gold events, the Swift Flight Classics last year and this year. And so they're in the main first round draw, trying to get through to play seeds. So, yeah, it's going to be some interesting matchups. And, yeah, keen to see it. And Amanda Locke, of course, in the ladies, as we said. There's a couple of Kiwis there as well. Slower start from these 2 guys, but Simon finds a treble on his second visit. And I think both of these guys are repping the Dosh DSL shirts.
Nice.
Very good to see.
The JK says, big shout out to Aussie Dart Supplies Online for donating a set of Damo darts last week, Damon Header darts, for Joe Comito, I think, for the Joe Comito fundraiser. I believe that was for.
Yeah, awesome.
And Brando says, thanks, guys. Massive confidence boost, but the hard work is just beginning. Man, it must be so good to have, the practice partners you got there in the Whitlock household, Mason and Simon himself, obviously. I don't imagine, you're staying there at Simon's house. I don't imagine you can just go, hey, Simon, you want a game of darts anytime you want. He's a professional player. He's probably got his routine and when he wants to practice and how he wants to practice and all that sort of thing. And you'd have to fit in with that, I'd imagine. Don't know. Maybe it's not like that. Maybe it's just like, up for it. Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. It could be a matter of, he's got his little warm up routine and nobody's allowed on the board until he's done, and then you can jump on and give him a game. You can play before or after, but who knows?
I'd imagine Simon's got more than one board. We've seen inside the bungalow. We've seen the board dart set up. We've streamed from there back in the day. I did only see one board there, but I imagine there's more than one board.
Yeah,
Don't know.
sure.
I have no idea.
You'd think so. Like, I'd imagine it'd even be something that comes up, just between him and Mason, right? Like, they probably each want to do their independent practice, as well as obviously giving each other a game every now and then, or however often. But
certainly hasn't done Mason's darts any harm living in the Whitlock household, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Throwing 9 data in the Modus Super Series.
Yeah, it's really good to see Mason's rise. I believe he was living in Brizzy for a fair part of his life, and saw him around it a little bit at the juniors, but not a whole lot. He didn't rep or travel for the state teams, whatever. And yeah, he's moved to the UK and become a bloody gun. 127 for Simon Nurik. 20's good, just out of the 57. Leaves himself 66. 99 for Bob Turner. Tops. Oh, no, he goes the 16s route on with 2 darts in hand. Whatever works for you, Bob Turner. Come back for 48. Should Simon miss this 68?
Will Lawler in the comments says, no calling me a cunt tonight, lads. Have we done that before?
Probably, but, he's not the only one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was definitely not pointed, that's for sure. Everybody cops it on Dartstream Live.
48 for Bob Turner, and first dart goes outside the board. Oh, I think the second dart has as well, and he walks away in frustration. Everybody has those moments.
Regroup. Oh, that's even worse. That's a long way off. Geez, Bob Simon back for tops.
Well, I mean, it's an 8, still leaves tops, should he come back, but yeah, at least he's got
he knows. Oh, Simon. Fat one. 39 left. 7 for 32, you'd think. 7's good.
Yeah.
Double 16. Double 8.
Oh.
So Bob is back for tops. All worked out, Bob. No need to panic.
Got to keep his composure after he's regrouped on the last shot. Whoa, 5 and 15 for double 10. I suppose it makes sense, right? You've gone up for tops. You're ready to throw for double 10. 15's right there, and now for double 10. Oh. Unfortunate misses for Bob Turner. Simon Nurik for double 8. He knows where it is.
Boom.
It is. Brando Wining says, there's certain days where he practices and days where he just relaxes and watches TV like we are now. You saying Simon Whitlock has got DSL up on the big screen right now? Or are we just the background entertainment on the phone? Send us a picture, Brando. And JK says, last time an Aussie was ranked number 1 in the WDF BDO, he won. Tony David. Yeah? Big, I suppose one of the big achievements of Australian darting history, really. Tony David went through and won the Lakeside as the number 1 seed. And Danny Porter trying to do the same. Bob Turner kicked off with a ton 40. Simon backed him up with a ton. Bob now with a ton of his own. This is heated up all of a sudden after a string of missed darts at doubles. Guys don't want to fuck around with it anymore. Brando confirms, no, you're the background noise. Fair enough. It was a bit of wishful thinking, I suppose. Chasing it around the board there, Simon. Picks up 83. And after a bunch of straight darts from Bob Turner, it's an awkward 5. And, only 30. So 171 for Bob. $57 leaves, 114. Simon only down to 200.
I got a photo of Simon with his feet up. Oh, he's watching the cricket.
Oh, another big single number missed by Bob Turner. Bangs in the treble 20, goes for a single 14 and off the board, and then an 11. Some unfortunate visits from Bob Turner. Just wants to straighten it up a bit. 167 for Simon. Doesn't find the 57. And 80 scored, leaves 87. Double 5 now for Bob. One treble 2. Yep, sets it up. 87 now for Simon. Bob really shouldn't have let him get this this close, but hey, shit happens. Certainly not unlike the first leg. Bullseye. Oh, just on the wire too. Double 2 now for Bob Turner. Double 1. Ooh. Nine for double 8. There it is. Simon Nurik. 2-0 lead with 2 legs that arguably, well, I won't say shouldn't have been his, but certainly could have gone either way.
G'day to Shane Kennywell in the comments there.
Simon kicked off with another ton 40 and he's in again. Dylan Akers Thompson says, yeah, Simon. Simon Nurik's got a few fans around the place. Shay G, a regular fan of Simon. Good to see the players getting a bit of a following. The supporters coming out. .201 after 9. He's on the downward trend, but a solid downward trend. This is better from Bob Turner. The 140 means he's on 216 after 9. He's on the upward trend.
And it's one of those games where it doesn't matter how awesome you are at the start, it's who's the best at the end. Bloody wins it, Declan.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. We've seen Bob Turner get to the finish first and really fail to capitalise. And Simon Nurik, slowly stepping down and just being quite solid on the finishing.
G'day, Josh Jovanovic in the comments. Donna Ridgway, Rodney Demiza, Anthony Keevers, CJ Bartolome, Bob, 131. Starts down the bottom, I reckon. He does. Oh, it's a 9. 60's
Mine's
good.
A treble 20. So 69 on the board leaves 62. 6. Hey, look, 56. Single double finish.
10
Could
or
have gone
6,
worse.
bro. He was going triple 10, obviously, but 6 didn't hurt him. 120. Oh, such a lovely setup and muffed it. Simon, you bloody
really
blew
awkward
it, mate.
darts.
16 for tops.
20
Or
for
20
double
for
18.
36.
Suppose he's had a few bad runs at tops. Double 9. There it is.
Boom. I kept accidentally switching the wrong shot there, but anyway. I've got plenty of excuses today, Declan. Don't worry.
Yeah. Alcohol being the primary,
Primary one.
as to be expected. Jay Baz Vegas Murphy says, hi, team. Good to see you, Jay. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Hey, got the dartboard stuff made for us, made for you. The not the dartboards, the the side table, dartboard side tables, custom made.
Yeah.
Ready for Christmas release, mainly for the UK. I don't think they're going to be shipping around the world, although you can. He has done. I know Simon's got one.
Yeah.
Not Simon Nurik, Simon Whitlock, that is.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. I reckon Simon Nurik's climbing up in popularity.
Well, the way he's going,
yeah.
he's got some fans. Shout out to the Simon Nurik fans there in the audience.
Bob Turner's doing that a lot tonight. I think more than usual. Turn away in frustration to try and regroup. Really not having a good night at the office. But Simon Nurik is not going to crash hot in this leg either. So he's got some time to try and work out the gremlins, I suppose.
Dylan Ackers-Thompson says, should have had a few more beers after work, Simon. They think lack of alcohol is the problem for Simon.
Could be
Shay
right.
G says, have a sip on a beer, Simon. Maybe he's driving tonight. Obviously, Dartstream Live. We love to promote the responsible drinking of alcohol
of
in
course,
darts
you know.
games.
It's a Friday night. Let your hair down, have a game of darts at the Sterling Adriatic Club, have a couple of beverages, but of course, drink responsibly and be safe.
Try not to make a cunt of yourself.
Yeah, it's a pretty important part. Speaking from experience.
I've been both sides of that equation.
Yeah, not the only one. It's Bob on 173. Not guaranteed to leave a finish after these darts. 45 leaves on 28. Not a bad finish. 193 for Simon. The treble is good. And 66 leaves 127. 1 point in it between these two blokes.
And Simon's 2-1 up, so he's in the box seat. Bob to level up, or set up for the level up now. And the 54 is good, so he is in quite a good position here. 64 left. Simon really needs to try and bust in the 127. Not going to happen. What can he do? He's on 117, 1 dart left.
Oh, 3 really awkward darts. He's had that a few times, the first dart where he needs the 20 and goes off into the 5. 64 now for Bob Turner. 8 on the first dart. Makes it a little trickier, especially when you do that. 3 straight 8s. Leaves tops. Simon for 108 first, though. 88, 2 darts in hand, 60 or a 48. 60 is what he goes for, but it's a fat one. Tops for Bob.
Boom.
Last leg decider it is.
Levels up. Bang, bang. JK says, are the Dosh shirts available to buy? Well, I'm not 100% sure. I know I got offered one and all they had left was 2XL, and I've ordered one and haven't heard anything back with bank details. So I'm not 100% sure whether they were just a staff kind of thing, a Dosh thing, or whether anyone can get them. But
Yeah, I don't recall seeing them advertised publicly, but well, we'll find out and let you know. I might
Pretty cool,
shoot off a
looking
message.
shirts. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are very nice. The whole Phoenix graphic on the back, the tidy placement of logos on the front, the clean plain black, the orange collar pinstripe. It's professional.
Yeah, nice looking shirt.
Righto, I believe they are open to for anyone to buy. Limited sizes available, and Anton Sock is your man for purchasing. So reach out to Anton Sock and see what he's got for you. Be specific that you're after a shirt. Who knows what else he's got up for sale? Better be careful on Facebook these days. So 151 for Bob Turner. $41 leaves 110. Simon is well back, 160 points back. And that is not helping. 1-1. And Bob Turner's really looking on cue for rounding out the comeback. Only 29 scored off the 110, but he's got that bit of a buffer. And Simon, after starting out so strong, even in that third leg, being pretty solid, it's all falling apart for him in the later ends of this match. 29 on the board, 52 with a dart in hand. Single 12 means he will come back for tops. $55.
Too little, too late. You feel Bob Turner on tops. Oh, maybe not.
It's 39, 7 for 32, 3 for 36. 7's the shot, double 16.
Boom.
Go. So, quite a solid comeback from Bob Turner. 2-0 down. Simon was just playing solid, getting the job done. Both of them having shots at doubles in those first two legs. So, Bob Turner certainly wasn't out of it, but Simon was just doing what he needed to do at the right moments, and Bob Turner started hitting some doubles and took out the next three legs.
Platty in the comments says, just let us know that $45, anyone can grab one. Just double check that I got that right. Public players, anyone can buy the $45. Good value for such a quality dart shirt, $45. By the way, put a 2XL away for me. I've asked for one. I'm prepared to pay. Send me the bank details. I want it. If I don't get a shirt, I'm going to be very disappointed, Dosh. Dave Platt. Please. They won't fit Declan.
It's because you asked in the admin group, and they're just so
stacked. So he's... so what?
I'll say it's because you asked in our little admin group, and they're just so used to the fear of God being instilled in them when they see a message from you in the chat. They're just too terrified to pay attention.
Just ignore me, you say. I think you're pretty right. Hey, let's have a bit of a work through the draw here, mate. We've got a few seconds up our sleeve.
So
let me refresh, mate. Let me refresh. I'm just going to... go.
Oh, Group A is blazing through. They're onto the last match now. Dave Platt, 3 from 3 with a tidy 77.6 average. Pretty good. Brad Fletcher is almost guaranteed to be going through second, unless he loses 3-0 perhaps. But I think Brad Fletcher should go through second. Damon Stack sitting in third. Don't know how many qualify tonight, so we'll see whether it's 2 or 3 off each board. Gary Stevens is 2 from 2 so far. Shouldn't be able to be knocked out from here. Leon Andre currently sitting in a qualifying position, but John Donnelly, Blake Brock still playing their second match. Group C, Will Lawler and Dylan Walsh having both won one game from 1 so far. Bob Turner having won 1 out of his 2 played. Still a long way to go in Group C, and the same in Group D, but Tom Wiley currently 2 from 2. Carl Cate and Nino Galunic 1 from 1 each, and I believe that means Carl and Nino are playing each other now, so there'll be a provisional second spot following that. But yeah, well, the groups of 4 are almost done. The groups of 3, it's still early doors, but yeah, shaping up to be an interesting night at the Sterling Adriatic Centre, as it always is.
Fuck yeah. Look, it's good to have your company, as always, everybody on Darkstream Live. But don't forget, we are playing this live from the Sterling Adriatic Centre in, Sterling, Balcatta, that area there. And they have some great stuff coming up week in, week out. And here's a couple of highlights. New Year's Eve, going to be a massive one. Just keep an eye out for what's going on there. Oh, shit, we're back to us, righto. Yeah. Funky little tunes there. And, don't forget, New Year's Eve going to be massive at Sterling Adriatic Centre. Just shaping up for another game. Just players warming up. Not got the game on yet.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too much longer.
It's going to be Droid and Will, by the look of it. They're both warming up.
Dylan just gone up to the scoreboards. There you go. I might leave it with you for a minute, Benny.
No problems at all, mate.
Grab a drink and be back shortly.
Go for your life. See you soon, mate. G'day, Jack Bumworth. Jumped in the comments there. Paul Kickett. Aaron Reimers. Papas Michael says top 2 off each board, I believe, then best of 5. Fair enough. Michael Andre, Jack Bumworth, Vic Headland, Dylan Walsh, Angela Fairman, Mel Linus, Papas Marcos, Chris Patterson, Maureen Moran, Mitchell Beswick, all jumped in to have a look. Good to have you along, guys. And we're away. Will Lawler kicks off with 58. Droid struggles to find a whole bunch, just gets a 41. Nady 180. Getting into it there, Benny. Yeah, having a couple of quieties, mate. Watching the darts. Had a brilliant afternoon. Caught up with a mate. Poured a bit of concrete to Savo and had a couple of beers and darts and whatnot with Marky Boy, the grano worker. We can call him Tim, that's his name. Turned out Grano Work was a handy dart player, played on my team, and we when I say my team, the team of doubles we played in this afternoon, we did pretty well just quietly for a little while till he swapped teams, played with Mark, and then they did pretty well. Maybe there's a common denominator there. Arm wrestle now. Droid Carpentry, Will Lawler. Droid 165 to rip, no finish. Leaves it on 120. It's pretty Will Lawler 170. The big fish is on. It's still on for Bull. Oh, and he's hit at 25. Thought he was bent under there for a minute. Didn't quite finish it off. Oh, misses the 9, hits a 14. 17 for double 4, and that's inside. Droid comes back 75. I feel like there's a bit of sting in this game now. 18 for tops, that drags low. The player's tightening up a bit. Double 2. Bang it in, Will. That's in the hole. Boom. Will was in the comments earlier and said, don't call me a cunt tonight, you blokes. Don't remember ever doing it, but I don't doubt we probably did at some stage or another. Everybody cops it on Dartstream Live. You're not special if you're getting abuse from the commentary box. It's just all part of the fun. Share it around equally.
Right. It's a sign of endearment, sign of his liking you, I suppose.
A bit of darting royalty. Dot McLeod's in the comments there, Declan.
Oh, awesome. G'day, Dot. How you going?
Just probably going to want to rinse my mouth out with soap right now. Sorry, Dot. I apologise.
I'm glad we got to see a bit of Dot on the stream. I believe it was in the doubles at the Bunbury Classic.
Actually got to meet Dot in person for the first time in my life. And believe it or not, as a West Australian, you'd think I would, but just haven't really run in those circles, I suppose. And great to actually say hello, shake hands.
Yeah, awesome. I decided to withhold the joke I was going to make. We'll keep it respectful. Dot is Dot's a legend. It's all good. So 211 for Droid. 3 straight tons leaves the 111. Will back on 277. String of visits just above 40 for Will.
Yeah, Will had a crack at a 170 out last leg. Hit the 2 treble 20s and a 25.
Ooh, Will with a 140, right on cue. Double 10 for Droid. Oh, so now 94 for Will.
54 goes for tops. Double 10.
Double 5 for Droid. Oh, and there's the single 5. If you're going to hit it, you want to hit on the first dart so that you got another shot at taking it out. Second dart's always the worst. You just got to throw that last dart, whether you go the tactical bust or the
steps around.
single one.
Inside, double 5.
Double 2 for Droid. Double 1. Not to be. So now Will Lawler up for double 5. He just goes straight in. And, pretty much out of nowhere in that leg. As we've seen fairly often tonight, really. It's only the double that really matters.
Going to take a walk for a minute, Declan. Relieve himself.
Yeah, all good. Droid against the darts here really needs to kick off strong. A bit stronger than that, but at least he's not slipping behind early. if you start hitting the 26s and 41s around this time, and Will's hitting a couple of straight darts each shot, that's when you've really got to worry. But at this point now, Droid can bang in 1 or 2 trebles and effectively steal the darts. It's a good start. JK says time for Minehead. Is there Players Championships on today? Is there? I don't know exactly when they're on. I know they're coming up. Oh, big ton 40 to back up the ton from Will Lawler, and just like that, really, Droid needs to fire in, and he is. Oh, very solid. Matches the ton 40. Lets Will know that he's right on his tail, but Will Lawler, double 18. Oh, 156 out to round out a 15 dart, hold of throw, and a 3-0 win. Wow. What a way to wrap it up. Droid really in some pretty strong positions in a couple of those legs there, and you know, he had it in patches, even in the last leg there. 2 sets of 3 straight darts, the 60s, and ton and a ton 40. Well, in most legs, that'll get you right there. But Will Lawler on a bit of a rampage. Ton 40, 156 out to round out the leg and the match. And well, Ben's gone for a quick wander, so we'll...
I'm back. Oh,
it's all good. All good. Just going to say, what's going on? Well, I'm just going to do a quick little switcheroo on one of the cameras, try and get things moving a bit smoother. And, well, maybe worth a bit of a promo run, Ben.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, former PDC star David Babyface Platt heads up to represent the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly KTA jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your
What a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now, Galunic, Tom Wiley. Two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start. Gentlemen, former PDC star David Babyface Platt Head to Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome. Every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun. The Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly chase the ace jackpot for $2.5 grand plus play your
We've got a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now. Galunic, Tom Wiley, two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start.
We're back live. Dylan Walsh, Simon Nurik.
Dylan starting out pretty solid here in the first leg. Left 170 after 9 darts. Simon finds a 140 after 2 45s. The big fish, Dylan Walsh. Oh. I'm just paying a bit more attention to the way Dylan grips his dart and the way his throw goes, because we did see a few times in his last match the awkward lies that really affected how he was going for doubles and, well, his inability to hit them at times. And he grips it in quite a unique way, quite forward on the dart, and gives it a bit of a flick. And so it's a bit of an awkward style from the get-go. And
We were talking about people that we met at Bunbury Classic last week, and Dwayne Gelby, a guy I probably should know and should have met before, major sponsor for Darts Western Australia and massive supporter of West Australian darts, and young bloke Mitch, who is a real shining light for junior darts, top-ranking junior player for Australia in the WDA circuit, and Dwayne's just jumped in, said, "Hi, fellas, from me and Mitch from Alice Springs. G'day, mate." They're watching there at the Alice from Port Hedland, but skipped over to Alice for the comp up there.
Awesome. Oh, scoreboard issue by the looks of it. So Simon does have 91 and hits the 51, so has a dart at tops, well, 2 darts at tops, I should say. Dylan having missed the tops and sitting himself on double 10. That was the problem. Dylan did not hit the single 20 or second single 20 and actually has tops left. Simon being a good sport there and takes it out anyway. Yeah, awesome to see Dwayne and Mitch heading up to Alice. Big weekend it's going to be, and well, some big bucks on the line. Keen to see Mitchy give it a good crack. All the best to both of you. I know you both play, but Dwayne, historically, you're not very good. No, I'm joking. But all the best to both of you.
Hey, Dwayne, if you haven't watched it already, check out Territory on Netflix. No shit. The Aboriginal guy in there from Territory Cattle Station owner looks like he could be your little brother. Shit, you're not. Just you can see it.
I have to give it a look.
Oh, great show. Great series. Territory on Netflix.
Yeah, okay.
About cattle stations in the NT. It's bloody brilliant. Got sucked in.
Yeah, cool.
Binged the whole lot in a day and a half. Couldn't stop watching till the end. Disappointed when it finished. One of those ones.
Yeah, awesome. No, that's really good. I'm Well, I'm glad there's some good Australian media going out on the streaming services, especially with the the shit show that the Australian office was.
Actually, it's going to be pretty topical for Mitch, obviously, Pit to Port Mining Services. And there's quite a bit about that in the show. It's sort of about like, I think they're alluding to a Gina Reinhardt type figure trying to blow up a few Indigenous sites and carve a port through and all that sort of stuff. Got to watch it.
Yeah.
Got to watch it. Yeah. Bloody beauty.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll certainly take note of it. But
Back
hey,
to the darts. She's revving up.
We have a game on our hands. 2 tons apiece here in this leg. Dylan on 221. Simon on 211, but Dylan has the shot. Duano, all true Declan. Thanks for the confidence boost. Anytime, mate. That's what I'm here for.
8180 says, has everyone seen how awesome Damo's stash is? He's talking about his mustache, not his stash.
I was wondering what kind of stash he's on about. Yeah, mustache.
He did the Batman mustache. Oh, he's look,
yeah.
If he can grow one thing, it's hair.
Mm. Three straight ones for Dylan Walsh. Sets up the 101. Simon for 151. $85 leaves 66. Double 12. Oh, just
Simon
outside.
comes back 66 to make it 2-zip. 6 is
Lift
still
up.
okay. Oh, it's in.
Tidy, clean 3-dart finish. And that's a 2-0 lead. And this is yet another game for both of these players from what we've seen all night. Dylan Walsh scoring really well, being in front and failing to hit the critical double. Granted, it was only 1 dart added in that last league, but Simon Nurik just keeping steady and finishing so well.
Well, Simon Nurik fan club's going to be going nuts right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a few of them. If you're part of the Simon Nurik fan club, let us know in the comments. Make it known.
Simon will have to start his own bloody fan page shortly. Simon maintaining the steady pace, but Dylan again scoring that bit stronger. Switch down to the 19s is probably the go here, as he does. Fails to hit the treble, but it was the right move with that awkward lie on the first start. Simon just chopping away. Leaves 105, Dylan Walsh.
We are still in the round robin phase of the competition this evening, and it gets red hot into the finals when we get to the knockout. So we're just playing through, ambling along, enjoying it, no doubt. But if you find us drifting off into conversation and not totally focused on the play, it's because it gets even hotter from here.
Exactly right. This is the time that we get settled in, bring up all of the the relevant news topics, things we want to talk about. 88. There we go. Dylan Walsh hit the double. Good to see. Simon with the darts now. Yeah, a bit of a yarn about what's going on in the world of darts and everything else. Sometimes what's going on in the world. And then we'll get really into it when the knockout kicks off.
Probably should see if Brando wants to jump in to have a yak between round robin knockout. Do you reckon, Declan, or not? I'll send him a message. Yeah? See what he says. Yeah, he can jump in on Zoom.
Sure he's got a reasonable camera and microphone around. Speaking of reasonable camera, the player camera's gone a bit on holiday. Simon Nurik is scoring like a machine here in this leg. Ton 40, ton. Not going to take out the 161, but leaves 96. Dylan, just not having that that extra bit of zazz in as he has in the previous legs. But there's the ton 40. He scored. Simon leaves 88, 192 now for Dylan. Needs something big to try and put the pressure on, and that's a good start. You could see his eyes go to a few different places around the board to try and work out where to go. Obviously, didn't want to hit the 19 and leave an odd number, so 18 was a shot. 88, though, for Simon. Wraps up that game with a 3-0 one. 3-0 win. Sorry, 3-1 win is what I was trying to say. Said the words in the wrong order. Anyway.
You know what's going on? Or do you? Don't know.
Oh, mate.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it's just, you just drift off a bit, right? Like, it just happens.
Well,
got to have a quick... Oh, yeah, got the draw up. So Group A has rounded out, and it is Dave Platt, Brad Fletcher in the top two positions. Potentially Damien Stack through in third. Depends on how Platty's running it tonight. Group B into their last two games. Gary Stevens, John Donnelly currently leading the pack. Leon Andre still in contention, though. And down to Group C, Will Lawler, Simon Nurik leading the pack as well. Bob Turner sitting in third. Dylan Walsh, Droid, Carpentry. Well, look, Bob Turner, Dylan Walsh are dead even, just with Dylan with the higher average. So, still a few games to go, though, so we'll see how that pans out. And down to Group D, Tom Wiley, Nino Galunic up the top. Carl Caton, Neil Francis in the next two positions, with Doug Kickett yet to win a match there. Tough group, though, that Group D for sure.
Yeah. There's quite a few solid averages tonight, like low to high 70s. Sorry, I'm just getting messages coming in here. I think
all good. I'm just also having a look at. That doesn't want to do the thing. Okay. Might leave that for now. Sorry, we're both a little
Yeah,
distracted.
sorry. Yeah, we're supposed to be live on stream. What the bloody hell's happening? I just messaged
Well, the
Brando
comments have gone
just
quiet
to say,
too.
see if Brando wants to jump in for a bit of a look, and we'll have another game up shortly. I think it's going to be Bob Turner, Droid Carpentry.
Yeah, there you go. And, well, the Facebook comments are going quiet. DJ Danza's Christmas is in the YouTube comments. Good evening, fellas. Happy Friday night darts to all. Absolutely, mate. Good to see you.
And Anton's just messaged me back and said, one shirt's got your name on it. I kept it for you on it. I said, awesome. Thanks, mate. I love them because I do. They're great shirts, the Dosh shirts. Droid and Bob off to a start. Bob, one good, one shit, one good. 125 to answer the 125 from Droid.
Yeah, not a bad way to kick us off at all. Bob just really struggling with that consistency, it seems, all night. He can hit some really good darts and just, struggling to string him together and bring him at the right moments has really been the big factor so far. Although he made it work in his last one. So he's on the up.
Tom Wiley says, why couldn't I hit the back-to-back at the start of a leg? He's hit back-to-back 180s, but not at the start of the leg. He's got to save that stuff for the stream board.
Still a 14 dart leg and to win the match 3-0, so can't complain too much. And yeah, you're exactly right. Save that for the knockouts. Save it for when you're on stream.
Absolutely.
Bob leaves the 158. Droid on 169. 57 leaves 112. It's a tidy finish. The first treble 20 is there. Second is not as close as he would have liked. Just another one of those ones where it's just that inconsistent dart or two for Bob, and you can see he's frustrated with it. 112 for Droid. Interesting. He hit the 20, had 92 with 2 darts in hand, and went for a treble 14 for the bullseye. I don't know if I've ever really seen that attempted. But hey, whatever works. 72 for Bob. 2 16s for tops now. 52 now for Droid. Oh, hit the big 20 dead center really, and yeah, bit far away from the double 16. Double 10 now for Bob. And the last one misses just inside the 10. Double 16, Droid. Delayed. Oh, he had a good marker and 2 right outside the wire. Double 5, Bob.
Oh, wow. On the top, well, not on the top wire, but high of the double 5. Droid down for double 8. Boom! In the hole!
Nice.
G'day, Bozone Namnik.
Bozo.
Bozo. I've never even thought of that before. Bozo Namnik. Bloody hell.
It's a new one.
Hope the kids at school don't catch on to that one, Bo.
Yeah, well, hey, it wouldn't surprise me if he walks around. Hey, my pop's famous on YouTube, streams darts, and they jump on, have a look, because they're definitely interested in darts. And yeah, Bozo. Oh, just replied in the comments. People call me that.
Oh no.
Don't let them get you down, Bo. You can call them much worse. No, I shouldn't be encouraging that. Got to be a good, respectful young man. Or bow and arrow. That's a cool one.
Bow and arrow.
Oh, the water boy is in the comments. Joe Committo says, cheers, Brent Kenny. Thanks heaps, Aussie Dart Supplies Online. Not long now, Joe, before you're heading over to the UK for the PDC Worlds. Fundraising seems to be going pretty well, mate. And, yeah, good to have Brent supporting you with that. But, yeah, all the best, Joe. Going to be good to see you have a crack. I know we haven't, you've had a few good runs in the World Series, but we know you can play better, and no doubt you're going to give it a good red-hot crack at the Worlds.
And Jody G in the comments there as well. Jody is Betty Hislop's granddaughter. Also played state darts for Western Australia, or state juniors at least.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Straight ton for Bob. Leaves 174. 234 for Droid.
Probably helps when your grandma's the selector. Hey?
Now, Ben, you know what darts is like. That'll become a vicious rumour. Originating from nothing.
Stop it.
81 for Bob. Leaves 93.
Enough rumours going around about me and people's grandmas without starting another one.
Yeah. $57 for 36, Bob Turner. He's thinking about it. Oh.
I know Joe would be particularly flattered at the fundraisers. He's never been one to stick his hand out. He's always proudly said, Bob Turner takes it out. 57-18. Bang! For a 93 finish. Levels up at one apiece.
Took his time in the middle there. Perhaps for a scoreboard check or something, but doesn't matter. He still took it out.
Oh, he never goes too fast. But as I was saying,
yeah,
Joe's not one to stick his hand out. He's always sort of prided himself. He's never been part of a big management group or anything like that to get his trips funded to go away and play for DPA. He's always been self-funded, paid for himself, and pays his own way, earns his own prize money, does it all on his own, and he'll be mightily humbled by the fact that everybody's... Oh, Collie Dart Association, they don't even play in the Bunbury, in Joe's association. He doesn't play in theirs, and they put a fundraiser on for him this weekend as well. He would... he'll almost be a little bit embarrassed, I can tell you that. But at the same time, a little bit chuffed that they've done that for him. So good on those blokes. Sure. Peter Rose, Sproggy, all those guys from Collie that... made that happen for him.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to see, see people getting behind these big boys as they head over, and no doubt it's a good feeling to know you're supported and that people are willing to do that for you. So, yeah, no, it's really good to see. Oh, Bo's dobbing in Elira. Didn't go to school today, Bob.
Elira.
Sorry.
Don't think that's Bo. He's not that much for a dobber.
Droid hits a ton in a unique way. Gets him right down close to leaving a finish. Not quite there yet, but Bob's a while back. He's got time.
Josh Togneller from Waruna Darts jumped in, playing darts in Mandurah Dart Association next year. Good to see a couple of Waruna boys putting a side together. Got I think Corey Collins, Blake Hatchett, and a couple of Waruna boys. It's going to be a strong side.
Yeah, awesome. It's always good to see, hear about them strong lineups in local darts. Keeps it good. Makes you know the sport's in a good place. 52 for Droid, 20 double 16. Oh, doesn't happen. But good couple of shots strung together from Droid. The ton 40, and would have been nice to take it out there. But again, he's got some time up his sleeve. Bit less now that Bob bangs in another ton. Leaves the 111. Double 8 for Droid. There it is. That's a leg against the darts. Has the darts now for a 3-1 win. Making Bob Turner's life a little harder. Three straight fives, Bob Turner. Oh, Droid. I feel like I'm saying droid when I say Droid, like Android. But hey, I'm sure he doesn't mind. I'm probably not even saying it remotely right, saying Droid. I know we've spoken about it before. I don't know if we've ever gotten the proper answer. Might have to look it up. Droid apparently is the correct version, not Droid, Droid. Yeah. Never know with them bloody Irish names. Bob finding trouble. Oh, and another, I think. Yep. Brings him right back into the leg yet again. Tail we've seen a lot tonight, really. Just tail into the legs. Players coming to life, really. Droid sets up 112. Bob with a ton 40 leaves 96. We've seen him take this out before. Can't quite see where that last start went, but leaves himself 75. 96 for Bob. Three single numbers leaves the tops. A road at the end of. Garode. Okay. 3, 72, 2 darts in hand. Went the double 18, double 18. Hits 2 singles and 36 remains. Tops for Bob, though.
Boom!
Was in. Bob Turner. Turn it up. Back-to-back ton 40s. And takes it out for a break of throw and has the darts now in the last leg decider. Kicks off very strongly with a ton 40, and Garode has a lot of work to do.
So we got the first bit of the name right. It's Garode. Was it Carmody or Carmody?
Come on, mate. We don't need to go that far. No, might as well get it right.
Okay, it's Bob
Thank you
Turner.
to Katrina.
Bob Turner follows up his 140 with a 40. Sorry, Boob Turner. G'day, Sean Fonte. And Katrina, thank you for your help with the pronunciation.
Yeah, much appreciated.
We'd rather get it right, you know what I mean? And then the longer you say it, the more you get used to it, and then you've got it right the whole time because he's a handy player.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a whole lot of difficult names over the years. One of my favourites was Hippie Tefakara, because I went from saying to Wakara to Fakara, and blends in nicely with a few other words that pop up in the Dart Stream Live Comms box. So,
Exactly.
works out well.
Fucking aren't.
Carmody, you did get it right the first time.
Hey, thanks, Katrina.
Awesome. And I'm not even going to try and say Katrina's last name. Unfortunately.
I know. Do you notice how I just avoided it?
Yeah. Pick your battles, eh? Oh,
Exactly.
Garode with a massive ton 40. He's been scoring like a trooper this leg. Has 48 left after 15 darts. And Mr. Boob Turner... he finds the treble on the last dart and has 80 left. 48 for Garode. Double 8. Oh,
Looked in.
$80 for Bob. Goes the 16s route. Seems to be the way he likes to go, and I think it's done him more harm than good tonight from what we've seen. But hey, it's the way he likes to go. Oh, double 15. Hey. I think he's miscounted. But 42 most certainly leaves 30 off of 72. Oh. Double 8 for Garode. There it is. Yet another scrappy match on our stream board. Board number, letter C, Group C. And it is Garode Carmody, who takes that out 3 legs to 2 over Bob Turner. It's getting a bit, getting a bit tight, getting a bit competitive as we start to get towards the pointy end of the round robin.
Well, might just I'll do a bit of a refresh here, Declan, and I'll just go through and see where it.
Yeah.
So we know it's happening up the top end of top end of town there. Dave Platt,
Group
Brad
B.
Fletcher are through.
Yeah, Group B's on to their last match, but I think Gary Stevens, John Donnelly should be through. I suppose it depends on if Leon Andrews' scoreline. No, because legs one will still be lower. So yeah, Gary Stevens, John Donnelly will be through. Group C, Will Lawler, Dylan Walsh, Simon Nurik provisionally up the top 3 there. Will and Dylan provisionally through. I suppose we still don't know how many are going through. But Bob and Droid sitting down the bottom there.
I feel like we got a heads up from someone that there was going to be. It was top 2. I feel like it was in the comments maybe or something like that. Maybe in the message group. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh well, there you go. Well, if it is 2 through, Will and Dylan are sitting in those spots at the moment. Simon has played one less game though, and he is certainly winning well. And down in Group D, Nino Galunic, Tom Wiley sitting in top 2, Carl Caton and...
Sorry, mate.
All good. Neil Francis just behind there. Still too early to call that one. So yeah, shaping up interestingly. And I'd imagine we're now hitting the point that with Group B being about to finish, we'll start to spread those other 2 boards across 2 dartboards and get them games rounded out as quick as we can.
Yep. And hot off the press, it looks like we are going to have a little interview with Brando Wining in the break.
Awesome.
So just see how that goes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Haven't set it up yet quite, but he's just going to go and have a break and see if he's got the tech to make that work.
Cool. Better do a little bit of research on the site, so I've got some interesting questions to ask.
Oh, good effort. Why didn't I think of that?
No, we're always pretty good at thinking on our feet, and we've spoken to Brando plenty, so we'll be right. Simon Nurik and Droid Carmody coming up next. Get to practice Droid's name's proper pronunciation once again before it leaves our brains.
You have to keep saying it. Droid.
Well, hey, look, it's kind of easy because it rhymes with corrode, like rust, and he's a ranger.
Oh, you got it. You got it. You just got to forget about this fact that we're just sitting here on our hemorrhoids.
Jeez.
Right, boys are well and truly away. Simon Nurik, Droid Carmody.
The instinct came back, eh?
I know. I couldn't.
Yeah, it feels unnatural to be saying it after so many months of saying it.
And look, Dart fans, we have no problem at all if you help us out in the comments with pronunciations that we're getting wrong. We'd rather say the guy's name's right. You just can't know everyone, and you can't know every pronunciation. And help us out. Brett Matthews in the comments says, "Hey lads, how's it going? Good night. I'm pissed playing darts. Good fun. Good stuff."
Awesome. No other way to spend your Friday night? Why, either playing darts or streaming it?
Done a bit of both today. Had a bit of an afternoon session with a couple of mates. Came home, jumped on the scooter, headed off again. Had a bit of a blowout with a few more mates. Got home just in time to get the stream going, eat a bit of steak and whack a few beers down.
Yeah, awesome. That's good to hear you having some fun and chucking some darts.
Well, stop digging hole now. I've got busted.
Yeah, got to keep yourself busy in other ways. That's for sure. I had a game of darts myself over lunch today. We got a brewery down the road from work that does $20 for a wood fire pizza and a beer of your choice.
Nice.
They got
Pint
an
of beer?
electronic soft tip dartboard in there. So
What?
we had a bit of
The what? Serious?
yeah.
Cool as.
It's an off-brand one. I'm not familiar with the manufacturers of it, but it does the job. It's soft tip dartboard really, and they've got the 10-gram house darts that are really hard to play with. But you overlook that, good bit of fun.
Was everybody
93 scored for Droid and Leafs 38.
Everybody surprised at what an awesome dart player you were, Declan, at the from the work
Oh,
crew?
nah, the guys at work are pretty familiar. I talk often more so about DSL than playing, but I've shown off my my soft tip final in Hong Kong back in the day when I was good. 38 for Droid. Double 8. Oh. 30 for Simon. Ooh. Doesn't quite go. Just off of the wire. Double 8. Double 4. Oh, and a tactical bust, perhaps, or an unfortunate bust. Either way, double 5 for Simon.
And I would like to say there's players that are new to playing in these competitions. Not all of them have been on Dartstream Live before. And boom, that's in the hole. And some of them are like a little bit affronted by the way we talk about them on the stream. And look, guys, just got to harden up. It's Dartstream Live. It's how it is. We mean no, there's no malice in it at all.
Yeah.
We're just having a bit of fun.
Exactly.
It's banter on a Friday night.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Just having a bit of fun, having a bit of a joke around, a bit of a laugh. I guess, yeah, it can certainly come across, I suppose, different across the stream as to what it would in person. There's well, pretty much just hearing our voices, right? There's the loss of that element of face to face, and even just seeing the way that we're expressing it, whatever. But nah, it's all in good fun. If you think we don't like you, we probably do like you. You would certainly know if we really didn't like you. But I suppose I better get in the rest of my story before the players go for doubles again. But yeah, so there's 4 of us down at the brewery today, and had a bit of a chuck, and we're having some warm up shots. Everybody getting their eyes in, and well, one of the guys was putting his whole body into it, a bit of a bounce and a hop, skip, and a jump in his throw. So I pointed it out to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm the handicap, the liability, whatever." So I paired up with him, and the other 2 guys were reasonably solid, some good form, and I took the first, or me and my partner, I should say, took the first leg reasonably comfortably. Next thing, these guys come out and win the next 2 legs. Scoring like champions on the bullseyes and some lucky trebles. 98 for Simon, though. Leaves double 8. 60 for Droid. Tops. Double 8, Simon. Double 4. There it is. 1 leg apiece.
So I did actually react to your story there, Declan, but I realised I'd muted my mic during that. But I thought I'll turn it off while you telling the story. But, yeah, bugger. Hey, similar experience today. Had some underdog players throw some massive darts at critical times. And, the concreter threw 2 bullseyes and a 25.
Bloody hell.
I know. Get that guy on the side.
Almost.
When he was going for it on Shanghai, going for it. Yeah, there's
bloody hell.
Very good. So there's some magic moments.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome.
Andrew Fletcher's jumped in the comments there. G'day, mate.
Hey, Fletch. Good to see you jumping on, mate. Chris Bradley's in the comments saying g'day. And have you seen one of the PDC boys has failed a drug test? Not a good look for the image of the game.
Could be fake news. Could be fake news.
Yeah, there's a lot of fake shit going around these days, but who knows? There is a Players Championship on at the moment. I was informed by JK earlier, so could well be something that's come out fresh this morning around that as well. Who knows? $105 for Droid, 60, 13 for doubles, 16. Oh, what a tidy clinical finish for a 15 dart break of throw. Droid Carpentry. Simon Nurik was playing quite solid there. Didn't get a shot at a double. Fletcher confirms it is not fake news. Dom Taylor has failed the test for a banned substance. There you go.
Oh, wow. That's one of Mac's boys. Dom Taylor. We've had him on stream many times on Dartstream Live back in the day.
Yep. Well, it's a shame. It's one of those things, right? I guess you play silly games, win silly prizes.
I can't imagine what drug Dom Taylor would be on. Like,
yeah, who knows? I suppose it all depends on the test, right? I know there's certain things can give you false positives for different things with different tests, but who knows? And Nick Kenny replaces him against Michael Smith tonight. There you go. And Fletch also says he's looking forward to seeing my old man and the family. Going to be good for them over there. Obviously, the old boy playing in the ADC Global Championship, and going to be good for him to have the support of Paula and Michaela while he's over there. Unfortunately, no, I can't afford to go over, at least this year. Who knows? A few more DSL streams. Maybe be rolling in it, and we can all head over next time. But no, not this year. Ton now for Droid Carpentry for the match. Goes for the bullseyes off of the ton. Bold decision, and it's really not paid off. Chasing the numbers around the board. Leaves himself 62. 98 for Simon. We saw him have a crack at this earlier. Simon left himself 58. Droid now for 62. 10, 12 for tops? No, 20 for 32. Oh. $18 for tops. Simon
Boom.
Nurik sends it to the last leg decider. Breaks right back. Now has the darts.
He's tenacious, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, you...
Did I lose your mic, Ben?
No, I just stopped. I just got lost for words then. Well, I stopped myself because I was going to say you play a ranger and you know you're in a fight because I would just never stop and quit. But I thought, is that rangerist? Are we allowed to do that anymore?
Mate, rangers are always fair game. They're always going to be fair game. Incoming cancellation.
Oh no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen in retrospect. All of a sudden, it's going to be like, oh no, you're not allowed. It's like,
Chris Lilly will be the martyr in that whole cancellation.
He's got it covered.
Roundup.
Yeah, he's got it covered. He's a cross-dressing faggot. I don't think. What are they going to do? Like, blame him for being a bigot when he's does
I don't think you're allowed to use that word anymore either, Ben.
Oh, serious? Damn. What do we call homosexual? Is that what we say? Is that even? Are we even allowed to say that?
Gay is acceptable, but
okay.
The colloquialisms are not as acceptable.
Ah, my God. He's made.
Anyway, that's where that topic ends, and we're back to the darts.
Big 134 for
massive.
Droid.
$84 now for the match with a break of throw. Simon is quite a bit behind. Garode just hitting the single numbers. All he needs to do, leaves double 16 when he returns. Simon wants to put some pressure on. Oh, and he's even failed to leave a finish. 19s wasn't even the shot there, Simon. 17. But anyway, double 16.
Boy.
There it is. Simon Nurik fought hard for it, but it is Droid who takes the win in that last week there.
And g'day everybody that's checking us out on Dartstream Live. Jamin Lever says, hello fellas. G'day to you, Jamin. Big stocky player from Manjimup, Western Australia. Handy player too. I remember that time that you smoked me at wherever it was. I remember it. Alec McAvoy, Brandon Wheatley, not to be confused. Josh Gaunt. Andrew Fletcher says, Nick Kenny replaces Taylor against Michael Smith tonight. John Kiley says, Dom Taylor chucked out. It's the hot news. Anthony Chuffy Buckley's watching. Andrew Fletcher says, can you not come, Deck? Oh, you're famous over there. They want you.
Or and, it could be like a please don't come deck. Can you not come? No. Dunno.
You know what I haven't been doing? Oh, Brando Wining's in the waiting room. So we're going to bring Brando in just a second. Let's see how this works out. Don't even have a shot set up. But we'll take a short break, get Brando Wining in, and be back in a second, Dart fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, former PDC star David Babyface Platt heads up to Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun at the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly chase the ace jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your
What a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now. Galunic, Tom Wiley, two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start. gentlemen, former PDC star, David Babyface Platt, head to Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome. Every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly chase the ace jackpot for $2.5 grand plus play your
We've got a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now. Galunic, Tom Wiley, two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start. Gentlemen, former PDC star, David Babyface Platt, head to Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Everyone's welcome. Every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun, the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly chase the ace jackpot for $2.5 grand plus play your
We've got a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now. Galunic, Tom Wiley, two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30.
And it is game on, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Nurik, Will Lawler, and special guest commentator Brando Wining. G'day, Brando.
G'day, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problems at all, mate. Good to have you along. And Brando Wining coming in live from the UK.
Yep. Bloody cold here as well.
Yeah.
The chickens are going at it, so lucky enough. I hope none of you guys can hear that. That is loud out there.
Yeah, it seems to be not coming through, which is good, but hopefully not too distracting for you. Never
They're
knew,
going at
Simon, never knew Simon Whitlock was a big cockman.
Yeah, he's got, I don't know, 4 cocks out there and maybe 2 or 3 hens.
Yeah, righto. I suppose it's the eggs and good bit of protein, and I know he likes to watch his diet, so sensible
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah, no, he likes to watch what he eats. He's currently walking both, the dogs at the moment with Mason. So
Yeah, okay. 16 now for Simon Nurik.
We've lost
Ooh,
him temporarily, I think.
yeah, I think so.
Simon's probably switched the internet off.
Oh,
Not having that.
so 11 off of the 16. So 1 for double 2. Oh, and a bust. Will Lawler on 88. Should probably start at the 20s. Single 20 for single 18 for the ball. It's on. Ooh. Double 8 once again for Simon. There it is. We have well and truly lost Brando, unfortunately. I'm sure he'll be back in a minute. Just noticed a comment on Facebook from... oh, hold on. Oh. Big one for you to start. Comment from Brandon Wheatley. Is that your bar, Benno? Is that your bar at the Sterling Adriatic Centre? In the desk shot? Looks pretty realistic, but not quite. You can see a bit of the bar in the background there, the Sterling Adriatic bar. Couple of YouTube comments as well. Michael, hello from Germany. It's like it's an interesting name, Michael. Like is like one of those generic German words. It's like me calling myself Bloke Declan.
What have you been calling yourself?
Oh, I think we got him back.
We got Brando back.
Yeah, cool. Will Lawler bangs in a straight ton. Simon up for 93. Oh, and a 1. 37 leaves 56. Will back on 204. Brando's got his thumb in the way.
I just jumped over there. And, oh, Lawler.
Oh, I can't.
Oh, he's in for a big 180.
Wow.
He's setting up the pin, so obviously he's got to put his thumb on the screen to get the the pin
up
set
the
up.
Tops, Simon, double 10. Oh. Now double 12 for Will Lawler to make it 1 apiece. Double 6.
That's my favourite double.
Oh, 10 for double 1.
Boom!
Oh,
Hits!
only way to go.
And got Brando Wining doing special comments today. G'day, Brando. Thanks for jumping in the stream, mate.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.
And obviously we'll talk a bit more to Brando, about Brando and so on once the game's done. But yeah, got to focus on the darts for a little bit. So
Brando's actually no stranger to commentating on Dartstream Live.
Yeah.
Had a couple of cameo performances before.
Yeah, just a couple, Benny. Just a couple.
You're you're one of the ones who is familiar with some of the equipment. You can put on a decent camera, decent microphone, and get things set up. So you're a few steps ahead of most. Plus, you know what you're talking about. It's a good, good combination.
I wouldn't go that distance, Declan. I wouldn't go that far.
You know a bit about what you're talking about.
Sometimes.
Oh,
So
big
121.
121 from Will. Leaves himself 123. Simon back on 330, but putting in a massive 140 there. Not going for the 123, obviously with his opponent on 190. He doesn't have to, and a solid 91 to set up 32. Good move. Another big visit from Simon. Back-to-back ton 40.
There's
Will
a go.
Lawler for double 16. Double 8. Oh.
Yeah, just those two big scores at the end of the leg.
Yeah. Good marker at tops, but goes the other side of the dart. Will wants double eight. Oh, he
Get
walked
back.
on it.
Get back.
Makes it happen. And yeah,
it's a
you
good
said those.
walking. It's a good tactical walking on that first start on the wire.
Yeah, and you alluded to it in the tail end of that last leg there, but yeah, those massive couple of visits right at the end of the leg, despite the slower start. It's something we've been seeing all night. Really, it's players will start off strong in a leg and kind of take the foot off the gas a little bit, and it opens the door right up for their opponent to just come in and hit a couple of big ones, be right there, and the momentum just shifts like that. I mean, we're not here watching the PDC level darts. This is a solid level of darts, though, and you've got players that can really turn it on when they need to. But it's that
Just
stringing
like Will's
together
going
consistency.
now, he's got 134, 140.
Yeah, exactly. Simon keeping right up though.
Good last start.
Yeah, I suppose a question for you, Brando, is if your opponent starts off a bit weak, you've walked up and you've gone ton 40. What do you do? What goes through your mind to not get in that complacency, falling into that trap, and to just continue playing your game? Oh, double eight. Hold on. Oh, sorry.
No, you're right. Repeat the question. Declan Wild was getting excited at that 136 attempt.
We'll wait and see if Will could take out this double four, and I'll ask it again. Double two. Double one.
Leg before.
Oh, he's got that buffer.
That was a good bust.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd certainly rather come back for double four than double one, especially with your opponent not on a finish. It's a safe move.
100%.
Double two. There it is. And that is the match.
Well, it's good. The last thing you want to do is chase doubles again, especially when Simon's hit 144.
Yeah, exactly right. And I suppose that that leads into sort of the question I was asking is, you've kind of got the two positions, but really you've got the strong start early in the leg. You walk up and go ton 40. Your opponent goes 41-26. What sort of goes through your mind to make sure you're just focusing on your game and you're not falling into that trap of complacency and having that buffer? And I suppose it's the same thing at the end of the leg, right? Will had that buffer of Simon not being on a finish. What makes you focus on getting that double and not blowing it out?
Well, I'm not normally looking at what they're throwing at. I've got my head down. I'm concentrating on my next throw.
Yep.
I could go up and hit 180, 140, 145, be on a 10 dart leg and blow it out to a 35 dart leg, but that starts, right? Yeah. It's just, you have to be you have to have that right amount of concentration going for that double and whatnot. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I suppose that's something, I guess, you've would have worked on as you've progressed as a player and developed your game, right, is going from, because obviously it's inevitable, right? As a dart player, you're going to look at what your opponent's throwing, right? And you've just got to sort of train yourself to get into that habit of focusing on just what you're doing and not worrying about what your opponent's doing.
Yeah, look, as I said, I'm not, 85% of the time, I'm not even looking what my opponent's throwing. Yeah. I've got my head down and I'm concentrating on my game and what I have to do to win that game.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Well, look, I suppose bringing it back into, obviously you're in the there for, I think, about a week or just over now. And
a week and a bit.
Yeah. And we talked about your success in the Portsmouth comp a couple of days ago, but what else is going on around, the day-to-day? Obviously you got Lakeside in a little bit, but what's the lead-up look like?
The lead-up's looking like just relaxing, still trying to acclimatise a little bit. I think I've acclimatised a bit better than my old man. He's going to he's going to sleep every half hour on the couch. But yeah, look, it's mainly just trying to keep myself active on the board. You know, get me timing right for practices and you know, going and playing the Southampton League if I'm allowed to play in it, and also the Portsmouth League.
Yep.
I would have to say that the Southampton League's probably much more harder than the Portsmouth League.
Yep.
What did I say? Southampton. Yeah, the Southampton League's much harder than the Portsmouth League.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, even Simon doesn't win the Southampton League every week.
Yep.
You know, he went in for finals night last week and he got beaten in the final last league decider.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
he also came back. You know, he went 3-0 down and he ended up going 6-4 up. And he had shots to go 5-4, 6-4. Oh no, he went 6-4 up. He had shots to go 7-4 or 7-5 and whatnot. But you know, that even it goes to show professionals do blow it sometimes.
Yeah.
Brando, can I just ask a couple of questions? So a lot of the viewers are not going to know who you are or what's going on or the whole thing. So can we just give us a big roundup? So you've gone over to the UK. You've got a bunch of different opportunities presented to you.
Yep.
Explain to us what you're going to be doing, what the plan is from here moving forward.
So the plan is to play Lakeside. I'm the number 4 seed at Lakeside this year.
So Lakeside's WDF for those that don't know. Yep.
And then after Lakeside, I'm off to Germany to do Q School. I'm in the last round of Q School there. After Q School, I've got either a couple of Pro Tours or Challenge Tours I'll be playing in before the PDC Women's World Masters.
And there was an invitational for a number of players from Southern Hemisphere, Australia and New Zealand, to go over and play in. And awesome that you got a call up for that. That's brilliant. Any motor spots up for grabs, mate, or no?
Unfortunately, no. They left. I think we left a little bit too late for that. And I wasn't really chasing the motors. If I got asked to play in it, you know, I would have played. Like, who wouldn't? It's that stage experience that you're after, and it just gets you ready for any other major comp over here. And that's the one thing we're lacking in Australia, is that stage experience and that stage presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
For sure. It's something that's definitely needed, and I suppose sort of, you know, in a similar vein to that, right, is something that certainly my old man's told me about his experiences in the UK is that even if you're not playing, you know, the PDC comps every week or whatever else, like, there's enough quality players in pub leagues and whatever else, and like you're talking about the Portsmouth and the Southampton comp, there's enough quality games that you can go and play TV level performances, world-class performances, and sort of really hone your skills that way, and just regular old like pub comps and that kind of thing. And I suppose it's a bit different to what we've got here.
Yeah, 100%. You know, what we got back in Australia, you don't really have that sort of presence in Australia. You know, you can go to a pub league or, you know, a Thursday night, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever night of the week you want to play, and you're not getting, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're not getting that quality of players. You know, over here, you know, they're playing it week in, week out.
Yeah.
You know, so, and, you know, they got their county stuff that they play as well. They don't understand that in Australia, it costs more to travel to each and every WDF event or even DPA event in Australia than it does for the, you know, the people over in the UK, Holland, Belgium, Germany. You know, it's all a 2-hour train ride or, you know, a 2-hour car ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're competition or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, obviously, understand that, and the the tyranny of distance. It's something that's ailed players from the Southern Hemisphere for a long time. I know your old man had a crack at what was BDO back in the day, and now you're over here. He must be making him feel really proud to see you over there having a red hot crack. Oh, and he's frozen. Oh, we lost him again.
I'm here.
No, he's back. He's back. Yep. Sorry, mate.
I haven't gone anywhere.
No, it froze for a second, but yeah.
But yeah, I think my old man's proud deep down.
How's the logistics side of it, like working out what's on, where you got to go, what you got to do? How's all that playing out for you? Is that easy enough to handle?
Yeah, it's fairly easy. You hang around Simon long enough. He knows where all the local comps are and that. So you stick by him and he'll show you which are the good ones and which ones are the bad ones and whatnot. So I just go play whatever he's playing in.
And what happens with practice? Like, can you just get up in the morning and go, hey, Simon, you want a game of darts, and it's on? Or we're talking to Brando Wining. He's staying at Simon Whitlock's house leading up to WDF and then the qualifiers. So, yeah, Brando, what's the go with that with the practice? Do you get to just have a crack at Simon anytime you want?
No, I don't get to have a crack at him anytime I want. He has his, he has his certain days where where he'll practice, and he'll have a rest day, and then I think he will have 2 nights where we'll practice, and then he will have a rest day, and then it will be league night, rest day, and then it'll be practice, then day off.
So when he's practicing, do you get to go and practice with him, or is he wanting to practice on his own? Is he just like, no, I'm just... Does he do individual practice on his own and then give welcome competition, or just
if he really wanted to, he could, but he actually prefers to have either Mason with him practicing because they have their practice games that they play. And when they have guests over, they like to include their guests into their practice games and whatnot. So,
yep. And do you get to have a crack at Mason at the same time? So regardless of what Simon's routine is, is it just like, hey, Mason, you want to chuck, or is that open for that, or what?
Well, if I wanted to, I can go in and ask Mason now if he wanted to have a practice, and it's his decision if he wants to have a practice or not.
Yep.
Because I'm always down for a practice. My darts are sitting on my dart case. I'll probably lift my bat up a bit later on and have a chuck. So,
yeah, cool. Yeah, it's an interesting position to be in. It's not one that everybody gets a chance to do, to get to play with a World Cup champion Simon Whitlock and the most successful dart player Australia's ever seen. And to be hosted at his house, and what a great launch to a career for you, mate.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Simon's always said, he's happy for any Australian that wants to come over and give it a crack. He's happy to help him out a little bit. So,
well, he has done Robert Modra,
GG Mathers.
GG Mathers, yep. Corinne Hammond.
Yeah.
Modra.
You said him first.
Did I say him first? Oh, yeah. Did I? Yeah. Oh, good. Why does he get mentioned twice?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah. No, everyone's. We've seen a lot of faces in the Whitlock house since we've been streaming Dart Stream Live. A lot of Aussie players been through there, had a crack, and good to see you head there, mate. And here's your face. We're watching Gary Stevens, Tom Wiley. This is going to be a great game. We're into the knockout phase of the competition.
Yeah, so quarterfinal, still best of 5, as you can see down the bottom of the scoreboard there. Gary Stevens, as we said earlier, he's a well, a pretty good player from Western Australia, but not one we've seen a whole lot of at the Adriatic Friday nights. Tom Wiley, on the other hand, is he's one of the regulars. I don't know if he's quite ever present, but certainly close to it.
Yeah, Gaz just got back from Europe not too long ago. I hope he had a fantastic trip. It was a bit of a shame we missed out of catching up with him, where a 180 just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, Tom Wiley.
But this 139 could go,
Oh, pretty much on the wire of that treble 13 and a great treble 10 to tidy it up. 83 for Tom. 16 ball. Oh.
That's a long way from the 16.
Yeah. Big single 18 to leaf tops.
What do you reckon? 1-2 darts at double 18?
Oh, it's got to go first dart, right? Ooh. Yeah, second. Yeah. Tidy.
Yeah, no messing around on that one, Gaz.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
I've got a lot of time for Gaz as well.
Yeah.
Very good mates with him. He's very good mates with my old man as well. Massive Geelong supporter.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. No, it's good. No, I remember meeting him at the ADC event in the Adriatic a few months ago, and yeah, he certainly seems like a great guy and a very solid player.
Yeah, no, he is very solid.
Yeah.
Also represented WA. Was it last year?
Yeah. Okay. Both players trebleless so far, but all with straight solid darts.
Oh, we got a treble.
It's just not quite the one we wanted.
It's still a treble. It counts.
Yeah.
Just the wrong treble.
Yeah. Well, I might throw another quick question to you, Brando. Well, we've got a second.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
So the Lakeside draw is out. You've got the winner of Jordan Brooks or John Matsuda. Obviously, you're in that second round being a seed. I know, obviously, I'm going to guess your answer is that you don't really pay a lot of attention to who you've got drawn with and whatever else based on your earlier answers. But is that something you've looked at? Have you paid close attention? Or you just kind of, when you got to turn up and you play who you play?
I've had a good look at it, and I say let the best man win on that day.
Yep.
Either if it's Jordan Brooks or Masuda, they wouldn't be there if they couldn't play, right?
Yeah.
So I say let the best player win, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in the second round.
Yep.
And even from there, let the best player win.
Yeah, awesome. No, for sure. It's good. 80 on the board for Gary. Oh, and a single 3 doesn't leave a finish. 19 was what he was going for. Would have left 164. 130 now for the Irishman. There's only one way to go from here, but he's thinking about where to stand, I think.
Well, you could
no, he splits it. I suppose he didn't have to go for it with Gary on 180. So 53 with a dart in hand.
Yeah, single 13 will do.
Yeah. Right, dead center of it to make sure.
Big 140 from Gaz will put the pressure on him. Oh, yeah, no, that's not happening, Gaz.
And he's just been a little less solid this leg. You know, as we were speaking about earlier, the start of this leg was a bit, a little bit lackluster from both with the lack of trebles. But Tom banged in that big 140, and that's. Ooh.
Yeah, even with that 140, it doesn't really matter if you're not hitting the double, is it? So you've given Gary a gift coming back at a 134 finish.
Yeah, look at this.
Got the first
Tom.
triple. Oh. He went for the triple 14. Don't know why.
What's your data choice there?
Oh, I would have gone triple 18 top stops.
Oh, yeah.
Or triple 18, triple 16, 32.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. 1 for double 2.
Don't go inside. If you're not a miss outside like you just did. Good.
Yeah. 20 for tops for Gary.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's a good line.
Double 10.
Just caught the flight on that one.
Yeah. There
and
it is.
It covers perfectly right in the middle of the double 10. I don't think you can get any more centre than that.
Yeah. I want to go back to what you were saying about the 134 shot. I know a lot of players take the approach of, well, you're throwing at 20s all leg, you might as well stay there because you got your eye in for it, right? And I think that's what Gary's approach was. You're saying more, you'll go for the treble 18 because it leaves some perhaps tidier combinations.
Yeah, I mean, you always go the way you feel comfortable going. You know,
yeah.
You got your right ways, you got your wrong ways. You know, you can even peg 134 going 2 triple 19s and double 10.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so whatever way you feel comfortable going, you go that way. You know,
yeah.
You could also go ways where, you know, they don't even have to be on a finish. You can go, you know, a completely different way that no one knows.
Oh, Gary with a max. We got you back, Brando. We lost you for a second there.
Yeah, I think you bugged me phone. And another triple. Great arts, Gaz.
Yeah, it's because Gary heard you saying you went the wrong way for a finish, mate. He doesn't want to put up with any of that.
Prove me wrong. He goes, I'll show you how to peg 81 now.
Well, I think there's been a real shift in the way dart pundits are looking at things. We've heard, you know, like the narrative has sort of been carried largely by Wayne Mardle with the, you know, these are the ways you should go. This is the textbook way you should go. And as you quite rightly stated, quite rightly stated, Brando, is go the way you feel you should go. And we've seen Luke just go for whatever the fuck he wants to go for. And because he's hitting it, it's proving him wrong. Because that's what he's feeling, that's what he's going for. He had 50 left the other week and went for the treble 10, hard at the treble 10, hit the treble 10 for double 10. And his thinking is, go for a treble 10. If I miss the treble and hit a single 10, I got 20 tops. Fine. But though, you know, they're sort of bagging him out for going treble 10, double 10 when it's a percentage shot. He's probably going to end up, he hits most of his doubles on double 10 anyway. Why not?
Gary Stevens has skewed off into the double 16 and busted. That was a shot for the match.
It's a super leave. But yeah, look, Benny, you can these days, you know, commentators will say what they want to say. You know, Wayne Mardle will say what he wants to say by the right way and the wrong way. You know, Littler will go his way. You know, he'll go the way he feels comfortable going. Right, just like Gary will go the way he feels comfortable going for this 32, which seems like it's going to be 16 double A at this point.
Oh, he's
he's on a busted story.
Oh, gosh, Gary. 9 darts, as strong scoring as they could be, and the following 9 just, well, a little bit ordinary. Tom Wiley now for 92 to keep the match going. Oh, what a fight.
Yeah.
51 for 36? Not to be. Come on, Gary. The clock is running out. Your buffer has disappeared. You've got to do it now, or you'll be continuing this match.
Surely it goes this start.
Double 8. There it is.
That's
There you
it.
go. Took you long enough, guys.
Game, shot, and the match.
That is such a good dart. The composure.
Well, look, he played a pretty good game there, Gary. Made a bit more work than what he should have in the end there, but gets the win and knocks out a regular, a multiple-time winner in Tom Wiley. How's the rest of the draw shaping up there, Benjamin?
Well, we're having a look here over the top of Brando Wining's face, and
Yeah, my ugly off the screen.
we managed to fit the draw around your big fat head there, Brando.
Wow.
Dave Platt, 3-zip over Dylan Walsh. Nino Galunic, 3-zip over John Donnelly. Gary Stevens, 3-zip on Tom Wiley. Will Lawler, whitewash on Brad Fletcher. It's whitewash. Through to the semi-finals. Dave Platt plays Nino Galunic. Gary Stevens plays Will Lawler coming up next, live on Dartstream Live. We are in the studio with Brando Wining, all the way from Simon Whitlock's house in the UK. Brando, welcome back to Dartstream Live, motherfucker, and good to have you along. You are here for the trip of a lifetime and perhaps the launch of a massive career in darts. And kicking it off with the WDF World Youth. Sorry, not the World Youth. WDF. Fuck, what are you playing?
Lakeside.
World Champion. Lakeside World Championship. Yeah, fucking hell. That one.
He just needs a bit of help sometimes.
No. Oh, that's what
You're
Declan's
getting
here
too
for.
excited.
I ran in. The lead up was good. I just needed someone else to take over.
Yeah. Yeah, well, look, obviously the Lakeside is an iconic. Ben alluded to the fact that your old man's been there before and, you're kind of following in those footsteps. And, I think it's the largest Aussie contingent, 6 blokes and 1 lady and Amanda Locke for quite some time. What's it like to be part of that? I mean, I know you're probably quite close with a few of the people there, obviously with the tour and things like that. What's it like being part of that contingent?
Yeah, no, close with Amanda, Maichi, Danny. Who else is coming over?
Casa, Howard Jones, Kai Smith.
Yeah, I've got my small group, so that I feel comfortable hanging around and whatnot. So, we'll see what happens when they get here. It'll be good seeing them again. Good catching up with them.
Yeah.
We all want to be there supporting each other anyway. So, we might as well make it a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Have fun doing it.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of being there supporting, obviously your old man Wayne is there with you, and I don't know if he still chucks the darts. Is he having a game in a couple of the local comps, or just?
No, he's not having a game. His arm's killing him, mate.
Yeah, okay.
After getting all of his work done on his arm, or rework done on his arm and a new piece on his elbow, he's been peeling like crazy. And he only just picked up the darts the other day and had a throw, and he liked the set of darts, but he needs a longer point in them. He had a throw just the other night in the Portsmouth League, and he didn't play that night.
Yeah.
But he said the next morning his arm was killing him. So it just goes to show you can be playing darts for 40 odd years, have a couple of weeks off, your arm still goes back to normal after a week away from the game.
Yeah.
So, cracking game coming up. Dave Platt, Nino Galunic coming up next, live. on Dartstream Live.
Well, as they finish warming up, I suppose I'll throw. Oh, they're shaking hands. But so you mentioned you're going to the European Q School, Brando. I know there's. I suppose it's been a bit of a contentious debate over the years of. Euro Q School's easier players than UK Q School, but it's getting to the point now where Euro Q School has more entries and therefore more cards on offer. So when there is arguably a slightly easier field, in quotes, and more cards on offer, it's kind of a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, well, you can say that the European Q school's easier than the English Q school, but a matter of fact, they're probably I don't even know. It's my first time being there, so I don't know what to expect. I could probably ask GG for when he comes over. What did he do to prepare for Q school? I could send Damo a message to ask him what did he do to prepare for it. But look, they all say that the English Q school is harder than the European one. Look, it might be. Look, the Euro one might be easier, but the quality is still there.
Yeah, for sure.
The quality is still there in the European Q school, and it's still there in the English Q school as well. So, honestly, I don't know what the difference is. Probably they speak German and other different languages apart from over in England. And you know what? That doesn't bother me. I'm there to play darts. I'm there to try win a tour card.
And semi-finals underway. Dave Platt, Nino Galunic, and it is neck and fucking.
Neck and fucking.
Neck and fucking neck.
Neck and fucking.
That's
both
German.
Kicking off strong with the ton 40s.
Neck and
there.
fucking. Neck and fucking.
So Nino on 186 should definitely will leave a finish after this visit. But Platty set himself on the 130, so he was down there first. Wants to have a good crack. Oh,
I ain't get that. That last dart was pretty much a throwaway dart, I reckon.
Yeah, well,
didn't make sure of that last dart.
Yeah, the bull would have left tops, but it was pretty disheartened attempt, I suppose you could say. 86 and Nino, another 18 for the bullseye.
Yeah, one more 18 for the bull, or triple for double 7, whatever you fancy.
Oh, he's okay. 20s.
Or you can go your way, mate.
Look, Nino Galunic is one that I often sit here and scratch my head or whatever else about the way that he goes for finishes. He is a great player, just makes some unfortunate decisions at times with checkout routes and,
Well, he's not that experienced.
Yeah, exactly.
Just not that experienced. That's what it comes down to. And a credit to him for being able to play at this level with that level of experience.
Absolutely.
Great arts play.
Yeah, he's mentioned before that he feels that sometimes we're a little harsh on him in the comms box, and it's certainly nothing personal. It's
not me. He just thinks you're a bit of a dick to him.
Exactly.
Just...
And I probably am a bit of a dick to him. I catch myself feeling like I'm Wayne Mardle at times, but I certainly do like to correct people when they go the blatant wrong way.
I'm going to start calling you Wayne Mardell just to fucking rub it in, mate.
Tops for Platty. Oh, 7 for Nino. Could split it. I wouldn't hang out to dry for splitting it here.
No, you have to be aggressive.
6.
He does. Boom.
There it is.
Yeah, that double gets me every time. 6. I hate it with a passion.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I like 12.
Yeah.
Reason I love 12, hate 6. It's a love-hate relationship with darts.
Well, 6 also leads to 3, which is arguably the worst double on the board. So
you can hit that easy. I reckon it's one of the easiest doubles to hit on the board.
Well, there you go. Whatever you're comfortable with, eh?
I'd rather be shooting for 3 than 1.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because you know why I'd rather be shooting for double three other than double one?
Why is that?
Because you got 6 left, you can go 2 double 2.
Well, that's not shooting at double three now, is it?
Well, it is. You just make it look like you're not.
Fair enough. Well, hey,
Nah,
Nino's starting out very
back is
strong
turning
off the
double.
back of his first leg win. Platty, a little bit inconsistent, chasing it around the board, but picks up a second treble in that visit.
Yeah, no, look, as I was saying, you want to back yourself at any double. Like, they're all the same size. Just back yourself at any double.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to have that confidence in the shot, and once you start thinking about how to split it, or should I go this way or this way, that doubt creeps in. That's not going to put you in a good position to hit anything. So
It was a great last start from Platy to find the treble with the last start. Didn't find a treble, wouldn't not leave a finish. Going the 20s route.
Well, yeah, after Nino's very solid start and Platy just being that little bit behind, 6 great darts has put him on a ton 32 here. Oh, 92 to leave tops. Nino Galunic, what have you got to say back?
Which way you want to go, bud? Triple 20. Another one.
Oh, double 13.
Double 13.
Oh,
That was close.
perhaps a bit nervy. Knew the gravity of the situation.
Oh, that could be a bit of a blocker dart for Platy.
Oh,
Oh, geez, found it, I think.
I think it's in. Yes, it was.
It was a good find.
I was going to say 2-0 up on Dave Platt, and playing the way that they're both playing is no mean feat. And maybe
What is
that's
it
set
still?
into
It's
Nino's
still
dart at
best of
double
5.
believe so. Typically, we do best of 3 all the way through, then best of 5 in the semi, 7 in the final. So I'd imagine it'll be 5 still in the semi, and then 7 in the final.
Okay, yep.
And just catching up on the Facebook and YouTube comments, there's not a whole lot going on. Matt Moody said, awesome to hear from Brandon and his travels. All the best, mate, and some sound advice too. And, well, I suppose while we've still got Brando here, you got any questions for him or any well wishes? Drop a comment and we'll read them out to him. You want to tell him he's a bit of a dick? I suppose we can do that too. Buddy switching down the bottom after the awkward 5, picks up 2 treble 19s. Three straight darts for Nino. You feel it's not enough with the way that Platty is settling into the midpoint of this leg.
Finds that treble the last start again.
Yeah.
Doesn't leave a finish though.
No, but Nino's looking awkward here to try and leave one.
Doesn't leave a finish either. Tit for tat. It's a good last start again.
Treble last. It's just so good to watch. It's just what he needs to be doing. And Nino picks one up as well.
He did. Both sitting on 90.
Yeah.
Bloody going for the bull.
Interesting
Cheeky.
move.
Okay.
8. Oh,
he's in, eh?
Don't know if I've ever seen 90 taken out that way before, but Mr. Babyface Dave Platt makes it work and gives a bit of a laugh.
And Dwayne Turner says, hello from Alice Springs. G'day, Dwayne Turner. Pit to Port Mining Services. great supporter of darts in Western Australia.
Dwayne Turner, the D train, not Dwayne Galby.
Oh. Hey.
Go home drunk, you're Ben.
Exactly. Dwayne Galby just got another shout out. That's on you, Dwayne Turner. Yeah.
Dwayne, confirm it for us. Bob is related to you, I'm pretty sure. Is he your old man or something? I'm not 100%. I think we've asked this before and I forgot. But it's good to be seeing a lot of Bob in recent weeks. He finds ways to win matches, just toughs it out. Killian Gibney has asked, what score is Tom Wiley's game? Of course, the other semi-final. Let me pull that up. Tom lost.
Tom Wiley's out 3-0.
Yeah, Tom Wiley lost 3-0 to Gary Stevens in our last stream game. But for context, the other semi-final, Gary Stevens beat Will Lawler. Is winning against Will Lawler 2-0. First to 3 still in the semi. There you go.
Oh, man, Gaza.
Dwayne says no, mate. Does that mean Bob's not related to you? He just happened to turn up on the same week you did and has turned up every week since.
Yeah, I feel like you made that whole narrative up yourself, Declan. You're wrong.
Well, I mean, forgive me for assuming based on last name, but oh well.
Hey, I still call all the Baileys over there your cousins, so and they're not.
Yeah. Hey, at least we like each other. It'd be a bad thing if we didn't like each other.
140 for Galunic.
And this is do or die with Paddy sitting on 82. Not going to take it out, but really needs a treble on this last start to put some pressure on. Doesn't. Surely goes for the bull again. He's been doing it all game. Yet to hit one going for it, but yeah, 25, 17 for tops.
Tops.
Boom. Oh. Just so nice and tidy.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Dave Platt's just got it. Got the gift. And tidies up Nino Galunic there. So it's Dave Platt going through to play the winner of Gary Stevens and Will Lawler. And we'll just have a quick
I'm just looking at the scoreboard, and Gary is on double 10 for a 3-0 win. And he gets it. Gary Stevens, 3-0.
That's a solid leg from Gary as well.
And
cheeky 16.
And so Gary Stevens, Dave Platt will be our final for tonight. And, well, it's good to have you along all the way through to the final, Brando. Good to have a bit of a yarn about what's going on in your life and all of that.
Well,
and
nothing
also,
really going on in my life, man. I'm just enjoying life at the moment, just relaxing for a day or so before getting back on the board.
Yeah, awesome. So, my ignorance, but when are you actually up at Lakeside? Like, when are you playing?
It will be Tuesday.
This week or the week after?
Week after.
Yeah, okay.
2nd of December. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be the 3rd for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm second last game on. So it'll be either early in the morning or late at night for you.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
And Declan, you are right. Nate 180 says Bootstrap Bill Turner is his father. No jokes. So there you go. And Dwayne Turner's
jokes is like, nah, I'm joking.
Oh, no joke. Oh, God. Hey.
Dwayne confirmed saying exactly that Bob is no relation. So I'm pretty sure Bob Turner's first week of Dosh Adriatic was the time that Dwayne turned up. And so I just kind of assumed it and ran with it. So apologies, Bob and Dwayne. But Dwayne says he's over in Alice Springs playing the Open, then the Nugget next weekend. Of course, the big 2 weekends of darts in the Northern Territory. Looks like there's some solid players over there. Mitch and Dwayne Galby, as we heard earlier, and also as Ben got confused just then. Dwayne Turner over in for the comps, and no doubt a few other quite solid players going too.
Well, funnily enough, when you said Mick Lacey was coming over bringing, you got him to bring some equipment over for us for the Bunbury event, and you said, "Oh no, Dwayne's picking him up and bringing him down." And I just presumed it was going to be Dwayne Turner, both Queenslanders. So I was expecting to meet Dwayne Turner, rock up Mitch Galby, Dwayne Galby and Mitch Galby, obviously. And I'm like, what the freaking hey? But yeah, it was great to catch up with those blokes because obviously we've had Mitch on stream a couple of times, and I've seen Dwayne in the comps and around and about, and I know that he's been a massive supporter of darts, and got to catch up with him there at the hotel and bumped into him a few times over the weekend. But yeah. Good.
Well, I mean, it's surprising. Obviously, he's a West Aussie. I get that he's a bit far away in Port Hedland, but I'd met him, I suppose, quite a few times before then.
Well, you say a bit far away. It is like Cairns to where you are.
Yeah, right.
He's in Port Hedland. It's not a bit far away. It's, it's a long way. It's halfway up there, it's a big trip. But he gets around all over the place, that bloke, and there we go. I think Brando's out in the back patio having a durry. G'day, mate.
How you going?
I don't think it's illegal to have a smoke anymore, so you're fine. Won't be long. They'll outlaw it. You know you're not allowed to vape in WA now. It's I
knew about that.
Well, they went to the drags and they busted a whole bunch of people for vapes. All the young guys all got done for smoking vapes. I don't know how they're going to put that many people through the court system over here, but apparently they're all getting done for it.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, way that the world goes. My theory, I don't want to get too political here. My theory is that the government aren't very happy campers because it's so unregulated. They're not making the tax dollars off of
course they're not. Absolutely they're not. No, absolutely they're not. And
there's a way around that, Benny. There's a way around the government, getting money off that, and that's taxing people for buying vapes. They've done it with the fucking cigarettes. But that doesn't stop people from going to the dodgy shops and buying the imported shit.
Yeah, well, I think it's like the systems there with cigarettes. They've been around.
Oh shit, we are missing a top game of darts here. We've been flat out gas bagging on. Gary Stevens, Dave and Platt are up.
Oh, 93 to leave 36. Platty for a 1.56 for a 12 dart leg.
Oh, well then, guys.
Oh, apologies. It wasn't a treble 18 on the last start. A 72. 20 for tops.
Ooh, that was close.
114, Dave Platt. 60's good. 14 for tops. 14's in. Oh, tops comes down low. Holds his shoulder.
Would have been the most Dave Platt thing to do. That situation.
Boom!
Straight in. Yeah, that's pretty much shut up, Brad. Dodos there, mate.
Very solid leg. Turned into a 16 dart.
Oh. Game.
It's not game shot. It was 180 though. But yeah, the 16 dart holder throw, I believe that was from Gary. Platty firing in with a 180 on the walk. Ultra zoom.
Yeah, can Platy back up that money with another?
Oh.
No, he can't. I want to see boos in that comment section.
Backs up the 1080 with a 44.
Super darts, Platy. That's how I normally play. 180, 44.
Yeah. Gary, a bit more consistent, the 98 than the ton.
Yep. But Platy's in that, he's got a small lead.
Yeah.
In this leg. Needs a triple. What was that? Single 7 with that last start?
Well, as much as he has that slight buffer in the leg, he is 1-0 down in overall match score, so he can't really be thinking about buffers and whatever. And knowing Platy, he wouldn't really be in that kind of mentality. He's focused on getting the point on the board, evening it up, and when he can get that break of throw. Because against the darts, that's the most important thing in this match, is getting at least one break of throw under his belt. Because otherwise he can't win the match.
Where Platy leaves the 138. After 12. What does Gary do? Finds the triple 20 with his second. Solid ton.
Yeah, look, gets him down to 145. He's 7 points behind Platy, right on his tail, and lets him know, hey, Platy, you don't take this out in the next 6 darts, then pretty good chance I'm gonna take it out. So leaves 96, 145 for Gary. Could take it out in 3.
He could.
Not anymore.
Not now.
And only a 41.
That's a poor last start.
Yeah.
He had his options to go for a
Oh, bloody goes double.
Wow.
104 now for Gaz.
What's your shot of choice on the 104, mate? Some people like 18, some 16.
Yeah, I don't mind the 18 route. You hit the single, you got 100. You got 86.
Yeah.
You can go 20s, 16s.
It's one of those ones. That there's a lot
I'm
of...
enjoying the 16 route.
Yeah.
Because I'm very aggressive on the 104. On the 16s, I go 2 triple 16s for double 4.
Yeah. Or just outside the double 10 and just in. There you go. Evened up at 1 leg apiece. Gary with the darts in the 3rd.
And this one's best of 7.
Yes.
This is a good arm wrestle. Gary Stevens runs a similar competition out of Thornley Darts Club in south of the river, miles and miles away from these guys, and come down to take on the head of Dosh Adriatic Friday nights. It's almost association versus association here. Top dog versus top dog. Gary Stevens, Dave Platt. It's all tied up 1 apiece.
Looks like he's just lost a little bit of concentration here, Gary.
Yeah.
Where Platy's finding that triple 20 with relevant ease at the moment.
Ooh. Yeah, certainly just looking at his smooth and natural finest, really. I think this is where the experience of Platy comes in, right? Is obviously Gary was a little more solid earlier on, and Platy's found a way to claw it back, and it's just whether Gary can make that same claw back now that he's gone off the boil a bit.
And a sloppy visit from Platy as well. If Gary wants to finish, he needs the lot.
He's getting that up.
A solid ton. I mean, look, it keeps him alive in the leg.
Yeah, for sure.
But Bloody might have something to say about that.
Yeah. Sets up 73.
Nothing wrong with a 135.
Yeah.
It's a good first start. It's an even better second. Go on then.
Oh,
There.
Gary.
Nice, Gary. Had to bring it back.
73 for Platt. 57 for double eight. Bit wide there. Resets. Oh.
Now there's an
67.
opportunity for Gary to hold his throw after being nowhere in the leg.
Yeah.
He'd be looking at 17 here. Has his options either 10 or 18.
Yeah.
Tops.
10 it is.
To go 2-1.
Oh.
It's a long way from home.
Platty for double four. Wrong camera shot, but he takes it.
That's a crucial break as well from Platy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right. That's all he needs. Now he's just got to hold from here.
Kicks off 1-2-5.
Yeah. And, you know, from Gary's position, he needs to break back as soon as possible, preferably this leg. But Platty's certainly making that hard.
Yeah, he is. Gary just needs to believe in his action, in his arm, and in his game. Once you start believing in your ability, you know, it comes a little easier.
Yeah.
And that's why Platty's been such a dangerous player for many years.
Yeah, for sure.
Another solid ton, you know, it still keeps him alive in the leg, and you know, and all of a sudden he's in front in the leg for now until the shot.
Yeah. Until Platty does a Platty. Hits something bigger.
He doesn't let it finish. So Gary's probably looking at a minimum of a 140 here. And he's not going to get that. So what does he do? Another triple 20 at the last start? No. I think Play's going to go 3-1 up.
$95 to leave the ton.
Which way is he going to go? He's going to go bull?
I mean, he enjoys the camera, a bit of a showman, but I don't know if he's that much of a showman.
Does he find that triple the last start or not? No, he does not.
So he's failed to leave a finish. 20 tops now, Platty. Oh
no, it was just set it up.
Yeah,
he did the right thing. You know, if he was on a miss double top, he was on a miss inside.
Yeah,
I think Gary's starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here.
Yeah,
he's starting to pull his dart into that 555 more consistently now, and his dart's going low.
Yeah. Well, this is where it starts to sink in that if Platty hits this tops, Gary needs to hold his throw in the next leg, or Platty wins the match 4-1.
Well, most likely Play's on to hit this, you know, this 40, or take out this 40. Well, he should anyway.
5.
He could still miss.
He's taking his time with it. Oh,
Which he does. You know, it gives Gary Stevens that opportunity, the 130. But look, with the way Gaz has been playing, look, Gaz hasn't played too bad, but I don't think he'll take out this 130.
60 for the bullseye. Oh.
Yeah, over the 18 now. Yeah, that last start seemed a bit rushed.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's got that 72 handy just in case again.
1, double 2. Oh, he's almost gone.
He's
to
done
walk.
a Brando again. He's walked.
Ooh.
Oh, it didn't pay off this time. So that, as I said, that 72 is left-handy. Now he should be going for the 16 here.
Looks like that's where his eyes are. Nope,
No,
don't mind me.
See, that's why I don't like going the 12 route.
Oh, double 12. Oh,
He stole
Gary
that leg.
Stevens.
Just stole it.
She's all tied up, 2 apiece, in spite of the pundits.
Yeah, wow. From looking down the
And
barrel.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't give up in any leg of darts.
Mm.
You know, you keep fighting for every leg, you know, regardless of how bad Gary was playing in that leg, you know, and despite how Platty was playing, Platty missed and gave Gary that opportunity, and he took that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and Gary opens up with 140
Yeah.
to kick off this 5th leg. And 119 to answer.
And look, Gary, obviously, at the early parts of that leg,
He's in.
was struggling. And, well, I was questioning whether he'd be able to turn it around. And look, I think that...
He's turning it around all right.
Yeah.
Back-to-back 140s, Gary Stevens. He's turned around all right.
Has he found his second wind?
Mm. Platty not quite doing what he has been in the earlier stages of the match, of just hitting a ridiculously large number as soon as he falls a millimetre behind.
Needs a triple. Finds it with his last start.
Yeah, and sets up a nice 136 as well. It's a good, nice finish to...
136 after 9 solid darts. But here comes Platty.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, you know, and again, as I said, you never give up in any leg, you know, because Gary was sitting pretty on that, you know, 136 after 12, and all of a sudden, Platty bangs in that 180, you know, leaves 142 after 12. Yeah. He finds that 20 with his last start, which is good, leaves 74. But Platty's thinking, I might take this out, but his darts are thinking otherwise.
Bangs in a straight ton, chips it down.
42 up, which is good. Now, which way you want to go, Gaz? I would go 14. Yep.
Yeah. 20 for tops.
It's unlucky. You know, he had that shot to extend his lead to 3-2. 2 darts at 32.
Break.
One more.
Oh, is
that in?
I can't see.
I think it is.
Yes.
So Platty's averaging, you know, 86.
Yeah.
What's Gary averaging?
Oh, it's cut off. I'll quickly grab it and tell you.
Solid ton. So 82?
81.1.
81.
So not much in it. You know, the difference between 86 and 81 averages like 1 dart per leg, perhaps 2 in a pinch. But in terms of visits to the board, things like that, it's really not a lot of difference. And it, I suppose, perhaps tells the story of the fact that there's been more breaks of throw in this match than holds of throw.
Could this be another 180? Yep.
Wow.
I think Platty's going for the kill here. A 140. Just a solid ton again. on a solid ton back.
Yeah.
121 after 9. Great darts.
Gary just keeping up that steady, consistent scoring that has been working for him in the earlier stages of the match. But has Platty hit that point where he's not going to falter as he has been? And, that steady scoring from Gary isn't enough anymore.
Yeah, no, I think either Platty's going to take this out or he's going to set it up. He's gone bull with this first up.
Doesn't hit the treble 13, but sets up top.
I think he went the right way for that. He looked over at Gary's score, saw he was on 244. He goes, I've got at least 6 starts from here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he needs those 6 because Gas is sitting on 104 again.
Yeah.
But as I said in the previous couple of legs, Platty on tops is very dangerous.
This is for the match.
Had to move on that last start. Can he get around it? Yep.
Oh, I think he has. Yeah, right in that corner. There you go. Dave Platt has fought hard and overcome a determined Gary Stevens who just clung on really through that whole match and just kept fighting back. But it is Mr. Dosh himself who takes out tonight's comp.
Well done, buddy. Well deserved. Unlucky Gaz. You always got next
88 overall average in the final there.
What was the averages again, mate?
88 in the final there for Platty and 83 from Gary.
Okay, so Gaz stepped up a little bit towards that end of that match. Got an extra 2 points on his average. But look, throughout that whole final, Platty was a little bit too strong for Gaz today. Gaz will go home and regroup and he'll come back next week ready to go again.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a quick note on the old stats counter. Before that match, Dave had hit 180 in the night. After that match, his count is now at 5. So 4 180s in that match. And his overall night average is 80 with an 89 first 9 for the whole night throughout the round-robin games and knockout.
Yeah, great performance, Dave played. And look, I was watching an interview the other day. They were talking about Luke Littler. Actually, it was Luke Humphries talking about Luke Littler, and they said he's going to get to the point where people don't want him to win it anymore. Like, at the moment, everybody's like, well, he's the young guy. It's like so good. Everybody's rooting for him, barracking for him. He's going to get to that Phil Taylor stage where he's winning everything, or the Michael Van Gerwen stage, he's winning everything, and all of a sudden everybody's barracking against him because they just want to see him get knocked off. They want to see the next person to dominate him, and maybe it's going to happen. And that's kind of where we're at with Dave Platt in Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. Is we kind of want to see him get beat, don't we? He's so good.
Well, I wouldn't be comparing bloody Luke Littler to David Platt now, would I?
No, but what I'm saying is in the context of the competition. That we're kind of barrack against Dave Platt in a way in the comms, not because we don't love him. This is what it's all about. This is his competition. But we love to see people come up and rival him. And look, Gary Stevens, absolutely great opponent. And I'd challenge the comment about lack of experience because Gary Stevens is a very experienced player, and he's got the game to take on Dave and beat him, but just didn't happen for him tonight. Dave absolutely turned it up a notch because Gary pushed him there. Gary forced him to do that. You know what I mean? And it's good to see it. That's what you bring in a top player like Gary Stevens, and it makes it better for everybody.
Well, yeah, like a sort of a note on that whole thing about us wanting Platty to get beaten. I think that's why he does it too. He doesn't want to go there and win, beating everybody in cruise control. He wants to be pushed. He's running these comps because he wants to get the players there and he wants them to give him a challenge.
Well, there's nights he's not even played. He's
Yeah.
he's rocked up there and just done the computer stuff and left the players to it. Yeah, obviously he likes a rumble and likes a good game of darts, but yeah, he doesn't want to rock up and just win every week.
Yeah.
Well, he probably does, but
Oh, we all like a great, we all love a great game of darts, mate. We always want to push ourselves to that next level. And bloody at the age he is now, you can see that he just wants to play for fun now. He doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to play in any major competitions. He's just happy playing these local comps, and still pushing himself. He's getting the players there to push him. I would like to see, the likes of Tim Pusey, Joe Comito, Brenton Lloyd, those players rock up one of the nights, and we'll see what happens from there. Platty could still win it, or he could get knocked out early, or not even get off his board.
yeah.
Well, look, we have had Brenton Lloyd come, I believe, just the 1 week, but he didn't even make it. So it tells you a bit about the depth of the quality, but also just the cutthroat best of 3 format as well that we typically have. Yeah, makes it interesting. Platty's just got that consistency.
Yeah, and that you got to remember that those players aren't all close to that venue. That's WA is a massive state. It's fucking twice the size of all the other ones, pretty much. You know what I mean? And so the Joe Camino's got a 2-hour drive to get to that venue. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, and a 2-hour drive through the country at 110 k's an hour. It's not like 2 hours. Like a 50k 2-hour drive. It's a fair distance.
Yeah.
So that there's all those factors that prohibit that, and but yeah, we would love to see. Look, we all want to see more top players rock up on a Friday night and have a crack, and but the cameras are off, so just have a quick squiz at what's happening back there. But yeah, they've switched it off. They're like, no, fuck it, we're going home. Paid out the money. Dave's got the cash pot, and off it goes. There's normally a presentation, but I suppose how much of a big presentation is it when Dave gives himself the money? Not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want a presentation to hand yourself some money.
Yeah, but it is a good look, and the players do love to pick up a bit of cash, and it's not only the cash for the games. Was Simon Nurik picked up $1,300 for Chase the Ace the week before last, and it went off. So it took a long time for that to go off. Built up to $1,300, and he pocketed the cash. So there's a couple of money games up for grabs on a Friday night there at Dosh Adriatic. You don't have to be good to darts, just good at darts. Just get down there and have a crack and get in those social comps. Bit of a chance to win a few bucks.
Yeah, awesome.
You.
Yeah.
It's been a good Friday night.
Yeah, it has. It's been great. Obviously, some good games in the round robin, and got Big Brando in. Had a bit of a yarn about a bit of this, bit of that. But no, it's been fantastic to have you in, Brandon. Thanks for jumping in. I think
thanks for having me, guys. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I've expelled my list of questions. We found out all sorts of juicy details, and
yeah.
Oh, actually, one last one up behind your head. Simon's got one of his scoreboards from something. What is that one? PDC, Simon Whitlock. Do you know what it is?
I think that's 21 Euro
Championship. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Which funny enough, that trophy's over in that corner there.
Oh, bloody hell, the rest of the room, eh?
Oh, are we allowed to do? I don't know if we're allowed to flash it around the room. We have done before, but it was at Simon's call. So, yeah, I think maybe not. He's done it. He has done it before. Showed us around his dart room and love it. And that's where you are. But yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to be going through someone else's house with in the public eye. That's but appreciate that little glimpse. Thanks, mate.
You've got his World Cup shirt. Underneath that, a poster of himself on the side of the wall here, and 3 posters going down the wall of himself. One of him and Phil. I believe that was the Premier League final where he came runner-up. Got runner-up in the Worlds and where he won the Euro. Also the double in, double out one as well, and he also has an Australian shirt signed by Brett Lee. There.
Oh, wicked. I know he's a cricket fan, and everyone reckons that he's doppelganger. I can see it. I definitely can. But Simon's way more handsome than Brett Lee, most handsome dart player in the world, in my opinion. And he is. Oh, mate, those striking Viking good looks, rugged. And I've got Simon Whitlock shirt myself, actually, from one beard to another. Love heart, Simon Whitlock. Love it. Oh no,
I can actually
match worn
what a shirt as well.
You what? Sorry,
I can read you out what it says on the shirt.
Yeah, go on.
It says, "Best wishes from your best wishes for your future, doppelganger, Brett Lee." Signed, Brett.
Oh, wicked.
So.
Oh, so he recognises it, yeah.
Yeah, he recognises it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, yeah, look, massive thank you, Brando, and all the very best. Obviously, with Lakeside coming up and everything else, perhaps we'll, if you're sitting there on another Friday night, we're here streaming and you're watching along. But all the best, and keen to see what the future holds for you, mate.
Oh,
no worries. Probably have to get old man on next time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very camera shy these days, apparently. But
say we don't care. We'll bribe him. Say we'll pay you, and not even do it.
Hey, no, but what we would love to do is, if we could, just keep up to date with your progress. Well, we're going to keep updating people with your progress, regardless of whether you come on and do it or not. But just try and keep the Australian dart fans updated with what's going on over there with all our Australian representatives. So run through them. We've got Howard Jones,
Kai Smith, Michael Kasser, Peter Machin, Danny Porter, I think that's 6, and Amanda Locke.
And plus our Kiwi reps as well.
Yeah, I don't remember all of them, but I think it's 4 ladies and 1 bloke, I think. And then, of course, there's, everything else. The PDC World's coming up a few weeks after the conclusion, a little bit after the conclusion of Lakeside. And then, of course, my old man for the ADC Global Championship. Lots happening and lots to keep up with. But
is James doing Q School?
Yes.
He's doing Q School in Germany?
I think he's going to Germany. I don't actually know for sure.
Well...
And then there's the World Masters after
I have
that
to
as
shoot
well.
him a message then.
Sorry?
I have to shoot him a message then, see when he's coming over.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. He's going over because the Global Championship for the ADC's just before Christmas, and then he'll be over there for that, and then head over to Q School, whenever he has to. But and then the World Masters. So yeah. I don't know if any of the other Aussies are actually going over for the Brando's frozen again. Going for the Masters. I think it might be just you two, but I think a lot of the Kiwi guys are going.
Oh, for the PDC Wimmore World Masters.
Yeah.
I believe it at the moment. It's me, Joe, GG, James Bailey. If he's coming over, he might as well stay over for that.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the other ones are doing. I'm not sure if Mods is coming over and playing it or.
Well, I guess it makes sense for Joe and Gigi, right? They're playing the PDC Worlds. What's the harm in
so
staying
the
a
Mods
couple
will stay
extra
over
weeks,
and
right?
Yeah, well, the Mods will stay over. And look, Joe might as well do Q School while he's over here as well.
Mm.
You say that, Brando. play, if you're going to enter Q school, it's with a view to getting a tour card. The only reason you play Q school is to get a tour card, and if you get a tour card, you're going to have to move to England, right? Is that?
Yeah.
I don't think Joe's going to move to England.
Like Joe was saying, if he was, 30, maybe 20 years younger, he would have, and playing the level he's now, he would have gave it a red hot crack. But, at the age he is, he doesn't, I don't know. You have to ask Joe about that question.
Well, I think he's going to make way more money plastering in Western Australia than he is playing darts in England. Seriously, like...
Yeah.
Well, I was just going to say,
I mean,
disagree.
possibly,
I
yeah.
think there is certainly a bit of merit to giving Q School a crack just to see how good you really are.
But
there's always the opportunity
if you're doing
to
that, are you not putting other people out of a position that they could potentially take?
I suppose, but with the order of merit being drawn from a couple of days, not just a single day, whatever, sure, there might be one day you put someone out that knocks them out from getting a card, but if they're good enough, they should win because they're good enough, right? And if you're good enough to beat them, and that's just what you're there for, like, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's really up to players' personal preference, but I mean, yeah, like, you got to be ruthless, and if that's really what you want to get out of it,
Would you, if you put your balls on the line to go play in Q School and spent all that money to go over there, fund yourself to go over there and have a crack at it and get in, and you got knocked out by a dude that was not going to take the spot, had no intention of playing in it, wouldn't you be pretty fucking pissed?
I mean, I guess
I
so,
would.
but that's why it's a couple of days.
I would,
right?
but you know what? If I wasn't good enough to beat that player, I don't belong there.
Yeah, but you have your good games and your bad games.
Yeah, but see, if I wasn't good enough for that game to win, then obviously that person deserves to go through and get his tour card.
Yeah, but what if they're not even going to use it? What if the player that beats you isn't going to use it?
They could always hand it back. You're allowed to do
Yeah, but it
that.
doesn't get given to you. It doesn't
get.
they don't hand it back to you. You got knocked out. You got knocked the fuck out. So you get knocked out first round by a dude that's just got no intentions of playing in it. And wouldn't you feel pretty salty about that?
I would, but look, at the end of the day, it's no hard feelings. At the end of the day, look, yes, it's just another game of darts. Right? You're gonna win some, you're gonna win some, and you're gonna lose some. As I said, if I wasn't good enough to beat him, I wasn't good enough to beat him. It's as simple as that. I'll make sure I get him next time.
Yep. Oh, that's a good way to look at it, I suppose. I think I think you probably do have to look at it like that. And I think, you hear players, I would have won that comp if it wasn't that guy. The guy that won it is the guy that knocked me out, well.
Yeah, well.
That's the luck of the draw, mate. That's how it goes.
It's just like back home, you play like a DPA tournament or a WDF tournament, and you might run into Joe or Danny Porter, right? And you might have probably, say, 15 match starts to beat them, and you're, 5-2 up, and you don't get another shot to win that match, Yeah, you don't be dirty and win that, but you know what? You lost a big deal. Shake his hand, get on with it.
Well, there's a lot to be said for sportsmanship in darts, and especially early on in your career, they're good lessons to already know, because you're going to be making relationships and building relationships with people that are going to last years and years and years. And being a good sport's a massive part of it, mate. And I suppose that's definitely been drummed into you from your dad and other people in the sport. And it's a really good way to approach it, mate.
Yeah, well, look, Simon's been a huge help towards my game. Mason's been a good help towards my game. Dad's had a little bit to do with it. He's fine-tuned a few things. He's told me what about you practice this way or that way, and I'll introduce that into my practice routines, and I'll trial it for 2 or 3 days. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll get rid of it out of my practice routine. And then I'll go ahead and I'll try something else.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing or arrogant to go your own way either. Like, I know definitely, like I was talking to Luke about, how it goes with him and coaching and all that sort of stuff. And, like he wants to be, you want to be humble and contrite and, give the accolades where they're due and all that sort of stuff. And this guy's helped me out and this guy's taught me this and blah, blah, blah. But honestly, he's doing his own thing his own way. And, obviously he's had some counting help and coaching as far as that goes. But, he's worked a lot of those shots out himself about how he wants to go. And he's going his own way.
Yep.
There's a lot to be said for it. And you touched on it earlier on. We were talking about shots, and Declan said, "Oh, would you go that way? Which way would you go?" And you said the way you feel. Tell us more,
Well, if you feel confident in going 18 top stops, and it's a premeditated shot. You're already thinking about which way you want to go before you even get to the oche. So if I've got 134 left and I look at it, I'm going, right, I'm going 54 tops. That's the way I'm going for that shot, for that walk. If I didn't feel confident in that, I'll step back and I'll re-look at it, and I have a good think, like, right, which way do I want to go? But I wouldn't overthink it. It's not all about taking out those big shots either. Sometimes it's good to set up those shots if they're not even, you say if they're not even on a finish, not even close to you in that leg. You got 134. You can always go up and hit 94 lead tops. You don't have to take out that 134. You don't have to take out the 160s, 167s, 170s. You just go
bloody
ahead.
Nice when you do. Bloody nice when you do, but
yeah, well, when you do, buddy, I missed the 170 finish Wednesday night. That was to win the match, and mate left 170. He goes, "Give me a shot." I'm like, "Nah."
Yeah, I nearly missed one the other week too, but didn't. Ha! Fucking
nearly missed one. No, I missed the 170. So I missed one the other day as well. So he was on a 9 data in practice a few days ago as well. So
yeah, that's practicing at that level. I think it's important. Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter what level of darts you are. If you play with better players, you sort of go up to that level. And I think that's I think it's going to be a really good thing for your darts, hanging out at the Whitlock household and playing with those guys, having a rumble with them.
Yeah, 100%.
This is actually the opposite to a striptease here. This is Brandon just putting clothes on bit by bit.
Yeah, it's fucking
look, mate,
cold out.
look. Hey, look, thanks heaps for joining us. We're all just about wrapped up, mate. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning for Declan, so
it's almost 2.
Almost 2 in the morning, righto.
Oh, sleeps for the week.
Well, I'm pretty bloody weak.
Wow.
Mate, thanks heaps for jumping in, Brando.
No worries, mate. Anytime, you know that.
Champion. Declan, been a good night. Thank you very much for and we've been Dartstream Live. I've been Ben Hunter. This is my mate Declan Bailey, and this is our mate Brando Wining, who's over in England at Simon Whitlock's house for the WDF World Championships. Catch you next time, motherfuckers.
Cheers, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, former PDC star David Babyface Platt heads up to Dosh to present the Dosh Adriatic Friday Night Darts. welcome every Friday night to play for cash, play for fun at the Sterling Adriatic Centre, WA. Everyone welcome, come on down. All money paid out on the night. Weekly chase the ace jackpot of $2.5 grand plus play your
We've got a
card
game on our
cash
hands,
prize.
ladies and gentlemen. It is one apiece now. Galunic, Tom Wiley, two of the big heavy hitters of the Dosh Adriatic Friday night darts.
Electronic scoring on Darts Connect and the final streamed live on DSL. Each night we're going to host a round robin into knockout. Doors open at 6:30. Nominate by 7 o'clock for a 7:30 start.